blessed with a lot of star power, but enough that if you go to sleep on them, they can work their offense and score, and all of a sudden we're trailing 5, 6, 8 points. So it'll be good for us to get out of the gate tonight and get a lead and play ahead of a team for a while and execute our offense. Peyton Young will not be available tonight. We saw her earlier as we came into the gymnasium tonight, looking good, smile on her face, probably out another week or so. The Lady Tigers only have the one game this week, as I remember. And but she's still in the concussion protocol program, but feeling well, and so we expect her to make a fairly quick, rapid recovery, maybe another week or so, and she'll be given the green light to come out here and play. But the Tigers are going to have to be shorthanded tonight with her not in.
Well, she's tough. As soon as the doctor will let her in, you know she'll be on the court ready to go. She's a competitor and an athlete and wants to enjoy that senior season this year. So look for her back out just as quick as she can. But in her absence tonight, it's probably going to be Carson Parker in the starting lineup for the Lady Tigers.
And the Lady Tigers have gotten a big effort out of Carson the last couple of games. In the Lyon County game, she defended the talented guard for Lyon County, Allison Murphy. Over in Christian County last Friday night, she was the only force that we had inside that can compete with the Lady Colonels. The Lady Colonels being big and strong and wiry inside, and she had more than held her own with those players, and actually probably got into double figures in that game. I don't have the scoring sheet in front of me right now, but Carson's coming strong, and she'll be tough to keep out of that lineup even when Peyton comes back, because she's a rebounding presence underneath.
She really is. I checked for the stats today, still not updated for either one of these first two teams tonight on KHSAA, so we'll hopefully can update those a little bit later on this week. The boys in action, of course, tonight and Thursday night as they take on Webster County. Tonight's pregame is brought to you by our good friends at Goodwin Insurance. Goodwin Insurance says good luck from the Tigers, your locally owned independent insurance agency. Goodwin Insurance is capable of handling all of your insurance needs, so contact Goodwin Insurance for a free quote, and we're glad to have them tonight as our pregame show sponsor. Bob, a couple of girls that you've mentioned so far, of course, Peyton Young out, Carson Parker playing some good ball early this season. But we've got to make sure that with Peyton out, foul trouble could become an issue. We saw a little bit of that on Saturday as we went to Webster County to take part in that 6th District, 7th District shootout. So you got to keep some of these starters from picking up those 2 quick fouls early in that first quarter, because you're one person down, even though she does play about 9 players a game.
Well, we just cannot get into foul trouble. We're deep, a little bit deeper than maybe we normally are, but we've also had we just haven't really executed yet. Even though we won over Lyon County, we just didn't look really crisp and sharp in that game. So it's going to be a nice test tonight out front. Hoping J.C. Jaggers can return to her magic of yesteryear and be a dominant player. We've also got Maja Hollowell, who has really shown strides, and we also want to make mention of Bella McConnell. She has developed her game out a little bit at the three-point line this year, shooting-wise, and she's also inside shooting a little 6, 7, 8-foot jumper in addition to her rebounding underneath. When she gets one underneath, she's pretty hard to handle when she goes back up with it, usually drawing a foul. So the Lady Tigers coming in tonight just have to begin to click and get the feel down, and it may take 3 or 4 games for that to happen under live competition.
And you talk about Bella McConnell. We've been able to broadcast her for a couple of years now here on the Lady Tiger broadcast, and she's always been tough as far as rebounding, as far as the hustle plays, the loose balls, a good inside shooter. But you would think somebody at 5'9" wouldn't really have that inside presence. She's got that, and as you said, now she's starting to develop that outside game. So she's going to be a threat a lot of ways for the Lady Tigers this year, and it's going to be interesting to watch Coach Thomas as the season progresses to see how she uses Bella in different situations.
And Bella can be used in different situations. And a couple other young Lady Tigers that we need to mention, Lucy Goffnet, having been around and started for 3 years, is still as quick and as fast as she usually has been, and a good shooter. And Riley Thomas, out this year for the first time, brings a lot of speed, quickness, defensive ability, and she's not afraid to put the ball up from three-point land, from 6 feet out, so on and so forth. So and Morgan McDaniels has rebounded well last Friday night at Christian County. So we've got the talent. We just have to get it clicking.
Yeah, like you said, there's a deeper bench than there has been in years past here for the Lady Tigers. The one thing that we've got to take care of tonight and have to get better on, because you know word's going to spread around to some other teams. We've struggled in 2 out of the 3 games, and even a little bit against Lyon County, with a full court press. We've had some turnovers. We've had some empty possessions, giving the ball up a little bit. And that's really, when it comes down to it, that's what cost them the game at Union County. I think on Saturday in that 6th District, 7th District challenge, even Coach Thomas said after the game how much she missed Peyton Young's ball handling and leadership in that game, because that press caused them trouble, especially in the 3rd quarter.
Well, certainly against Christian County, we were exposed, and Union County, even though their press was not as obviously as dominant as Christian County, it was still good enough that it caused confusion to us, and we didn't play well against Union County, and when Union turned up the heat a little bit defensively against us.
And that wasn't a pretty game on either side, because I think Union County, if I'm not mistaken, had 31 turnovers. We had over 20 in that contest, so well into the 50s as far as turnovers in that basketball game. So not a lot to write home about for either team. But Caldwell County looks to get back on track this week. It's 1 game only this week. That's tonight here against the Lady Rockets. They've got several days to correct some things in practice, maybe get Peyton Young back in a uniform by the time we play again next week. So there's a lot of pluses going into tonight for Coach Thomas. And one thing that we don't really get to talk about much doing a lot of basketball games is how much fun a coach has coaching a team. And I think this team is the most fun that Coach Thomas has ever had coaching a basketball team.
Well, when you're around her, you certainly get that feel immediately, and when you talk to her, you definitely have it immediately as to how she's approached and enjoying this season and working with the young ladies and looking down on the floor. Dennis, one of our concerns, I think, isn't going to be a concern tonight. We can actually read the numbers on the Lady Rockets jerseys as they one has their jersey off. This is a team that will wear a dark blue, the boys will, a dark blue jersey with dark blue numbers, and you just cannot see the numbers, but the numbers here are really plain and clear. I hope the boys' jerseys resemble the Lady Rockets jerseys.
It's amazing what a couple of announcers will look for going into the game. Not just are the teams playing well, but can we pick up the numbers?
Do we know who's out there?
We are just under 2 minutes to go here before we tip this one off. This is the Goodwin Insurance pregame show, brought to you by our friends at Goodwin Insurance Company. If you need a quote, Goodwin Insurance can get you a quote for free. So anything you want to insure, call Goodwin's and they'll take care of you. About this time, we usually have a prayer. We've started that a little bit with basketball this year. Been doing it for 4 years in football, so we would like to do that now before we get underway with the introduction of the starting lineups. So we'll go to the Lord in prayer now. Holy God, thank you for another night at the gym. We ask that you protect each student that steps on the court tonight, and we also ask that you bless the efforts of each student in ways they never thought possible. In Jesus' name we pray.
Further, Lord, we ask that you to give courage and sportsmanship to the players, patience and understanding to the coaches, wisdom and knowledge to the game officials, and lastly, peace to us all. We ask these things in your precious name. Amen.
Amen. As Bob said before, I messed you up on the records tonight. Crittenden County coming in at 2-1. They have defeated Ballard County 61-18 and Fort Campbell 57-13. So those are wins that they should pick up. Just about everybody that that plays those two teams, not taking anything away from them, but they're just young, inexperienced, and not a lot of size on either squad, so you need to win those. They have lost to Trigg County on the season.
And we're just about 8 seconds away from the starting lineups being introduced here to the crowd, and Caldwell's crowd is beginning to pick up. We have the band tonight in the house.
Well, Bob, what do you say, John? How about we stay with the national anthem, see if we can pick the band up through our microphones, and then we'll go straight to the starting lineups. And I hope we were able to pick that up. A great job from the Caldwell County Band of Pride here at the CAB building tonight.
And getting ready for the introduction here of the Lady Rockets starting lineup. And we'll meet the Lady Rockets first. Number 10 getting the start tonight is Taylor Guess. Number 23, Chandler Moss being introduced. Number 21, Shelby Summers. Number 22, Jalen Duncan. And finally, number 44, Nala Woodward.
Number 4?
44.
44, excuse me.
And for the Lady Tigers, number 12, Lucy Goffnet. I left her number off because she was 13 over the weekend. Next up is Jada Boyd. Number 31, J.C. Jaggers coming out. Number 20, Bella McConnell. And number 33 to finish out the starting lineup for the Lady Tigers, Carson Parker. The Lady Tigers are on the floor. The first quarter is being brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, located next to the bowling alley in Princeton. Beautiful furniture, baby furniture, gifts and registry, home decor. Stop in and meet Jake, the store mascot. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. And to take us into the first quarter tonight, WPKY sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Tip-off brought to you by Farless Realty, controlled by the Lady Tigers. Jada Boyd gets possession, drives right down the lane, runner up off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Crittenden County as we are underway with the first home game of the season for Caldwell County Lady Tigers. Blocking foul is going to be called out front on Carson Parker.
And something that we alluded to in the pregame, Dennis, we did need to have our big girls picking up fouls early.
So one foul early for the Lady Tigers. Crittenden gets it in. They work it down on the right block. Bank shot up and in over Bella McConnell. That's number 44, Nala Woodward. And it's 2-0 Crittenden County. And horn sounds on the floor. They'll inbound this one again. Looks like Crittenden County's going to set up in the 2-3 zone, Bob, to start out defensively.
And they are packed into that zone. They're going to make a shoot it from outside. No, they're going
they switched off to a man-to-man. Goffnet with it on the baseline, had an opening for a minute. Crittenden County came back, picked up good possession. This one's going to be tipped away, and it'll stay Lady Tiger basketball on the baseline. Lady Tigers 1-2 on the season, looking to even their record tonight. Goffinette's going to take it out. Box set by Caldwell County, gets it in to McConnell. McConnell thought about the 3. Now she's going up for a long 2. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound down to Woodward for Crittenden County. Picked up by McConnell. Now they get it over to Moss. Moss drives the right side of the lane, blocked out of bounds. It'll stay Lady Rocket basketball.
J.C. Jaggers had the defensive presence and blocked at a clean block. Getting a substitution in for the Lady Tigers, Morgan McDaniels in replacing Lucy Goffinette.
Crittenden works the ball in. It's Woodward with a wild shot. I think it got partially deflected. Are they going to say it's off of Caldwell County? And they are.
Mm-hmm.
It was not a good shot. Apparently it went off somebody's shoulder. That's how bad a shot it was. But Lady Rocket's fortunate to keep possession. Woodward again from the left side. No good. Rebound goes to Bella McConnell. Quick outlet pass to Jada Boyd. Boyd up the court. Down to Carson Parker on the left block. Fakes one side. Puts a shot up left-handed. No good. Knocked out of bounds. And it will be Lady Rocket basketball. That's a good shot, just a little awkward angle for Carson. She was a little bit more in front of the rim than she wanted. Not a good spot to be using the backboard.
And just hit the back end, the back part of the rim, and it came out.
So Parker picks up the point. Over to the left wing. That's number 21. Jada Boyd picks her up. She's going to get called for a double dribble. That's Shelby Summers. Good help defense by Caldwell County. As Boyd came in top of the lane, called Summers to pick the ball up. Tried to start the dribble again. She got called for the turnover. So it's Caldwell County the other way, looking to get on the board here with 6:30 to go in the first quarter. Morgan McDaniels down inside to Jaggers, back out to McDaniels. Back into Jaggers' left block. Gets it over to Parker from about 8 feet. Turns the shot down, gets it out to Jada Boyd. Boyd's going to bring it out to the top of the key, start the offense all over. Curl around to Jaggers, back down to Boyd. Gets hit in the back, no call. Boyd underneath, puts a shot up high off the board, no good. Rebound to Jaggers. Jaggers goes up left-handed, no good. And Crittenden County comes down with the rebound. Bob, Caldwell County's had some pretty nice shots in close. Just
two
not
good
able
shots
to make
and had possession, just couldn't get the right place on the backboard.
It's Woodward from 15 off the board, no good. Rebound to McConnell. McConnell quickly to Boyd. Boyd dribbles through traffic, 3-on-1 for Caldwell County. Gets it over to McDaniels, and she stutter stepped and gets called for the walk. I think Morgan couldn't decide whether to use the one dribble and go up off the board or go ahead and take the short 4-footer. The indecision cost her as she drug the pivot foot, and it's a turnover, Caldwell County. Crittenden County's number 10 at point, Taylor Guess, has it tipped. Jada Boyd picks it up on the steal. Boyd takes it herself, puts it down to Parker. Parker up off the board, no good, gets her own rebound. Over to McConnell from 12 feet, no good. Rebound to McDaniels. She goes up, no good, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
We must have taken so far in this game 10 shots, Dennis, and 6 or 7 of them have been really, really good shots.
So it's McDaniels with the Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws. First one up, and no good off the back of the rim. Enhancing athletic performance locally since 2014. That's Lake Barkley CrossFit. McDaniels with the second. Shot up, again off the back of the rim, no good. Morgan almost had her own rebound. Instead, Crittenden County takes it, comes across half court. Parker defensively has got to play cautious. She's got 1 foul on her, and I think she just picked up Bob number 2.
I think they going to tag it. Well, they are. They're going to give her second. And coming in to replace Carson, it's a 2-shot free throw at the end of the first shot here. Maja Hollowell will be coming in.
First shot up and good. 5:10 left in the first quarter. Crittenden County out to the 3-0 lead as Carson's going to come out with those 2 fouls and may not see her again before the second quarter.
Maybe not until the third quarter.
Maybe. It depends on how Caldwell County can get some of these short shots to drop. It's almost like there's a lid on the other end. Second shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to McConnell. She gets it out to Hollowell. Hollowell brings it across the line. at the volleyball stripe top of the key. Gets it over towards Jaggers, tipped away, and it's a steal. Crittenden County 1-on-2. Crittenden takes it in. It's going to be blocked out of bounds by Jaggers, but Crittenden County will retain possession.
Caldwell County's first turnover of the night, Crittenden with one, so it's a relatively clean game so far, turnover-wise.
Crittenden gets it into the corner. Guarded by McDaniels. Shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Goffinette. Goffinette gets it over to Hollowell. Hollowell trying to go up the right side, cuts it back to the lane, stops for the 8-footer off the board, no good. Ball still loose, rebounded by Crittenden County. Lady Rockets quickly back across midcourt. Hollowell defensively on number 10, that's Guess. Guess tried to cross over. Hollowell now picks her up as Guess stops the dribble. Gets it over to 23, Moss. Moss wants to go back to Woodward, tipped by Caldwell County out of bounds. Good hands getting in the passing lane by Bella McConnell.
Morgan McDaniels contributed heavily on that ball being knocked out of bounds too. She had cut the receiver off.
Crittenden County clears out for number 44, up and in. That's Woodward. Crittenden dropped 3 people all the way up towards midcourt, left Woodward underneath against Morgan McDaniels, and it's 5-0, Lady Rockets. Hollowell has it right wing. They're leaving her for the 3, almost daring her to take it. She does, shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Jaggers. Jaggers goes up with the shot, no good, but she's fouled on the play. So she'll go to the free throw line for 2 Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws.
And I think it's Chandler Moss picking up the foul.
3:50 to go in the first quarter. Caldwell County finally on the board as Jaggers hits the first free throw. Second shot up, back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Woodward of Crittenden County. 5-1. Lady Rockets winning this one. Bella McConnell with the steal in the backcourt. She puts up a 3, long distance, no good. Hollowell gets the rebound, back out to Jaggers. Jaggers launches a 3 from the left side, no good. Rebound over to Crittenden County.
Somebody take that lid off down there.
It is. It's like there's something over it, even from in close, out from a distance, everything. Foul underneath by Caldwell County on number 23, Chandler Moss.
And who did they?
I'm not sure who they put that one on.
Put it on J.C. Jaggers.
J.C. Jaggers with the foul. Moss at the free throw line for 2 shots. First one up and in. And it's 6-1 Crittenden County. Bella McConnell is going to come out. Jada Boyd and Riley Thomas. Thomas seeing her first action here tonight.
And this is what we meant by a deep bench. Coach Thomas substituting liberally, trying to find something that will work and click.
Second shot up and also good. And it's the Lady Rockets with their biggest lead of the night at 7-1. More than midway through the first quarter, Caldwell County still looking for the first shot from the field. Boyd has it right wing, takes it back, free throw line high. Look for Hollowell, has it tipped, ball loose on the floor. Boyd comes back with it, puts a bounce pass over to McDaniels, up and no good. And rebound to Woodward. Bob, we've easily had 8 to 10 shots from about 5 feet or in. Ball tied up on the defensive end for Caldwell County.
And we've had good attempts at the bank shot. They're putting the ball up too hard off the backboard, and we're not getting it in the right spot for it to fall into the net.
Crittenden County has the possession arrow, so they'll take it out of bounds underneath their own basket. Riley Thomas defensively on number 21, Summers. They get it over, or down low, to number 22, Jaylyn Duncan. Duncan goes up low, and she's fouled. And that's 2 on J.C. Jaggers real quick, Bob. So yeah, Parker and Jaggers both saddled with 2 fouls.
It looked like that was a clean block from here, Dennis.
Shot up and no good.
And shooting is 22.
22 is Jaylyn Duncan, as Jaggers will come out of the ball game. So right now, Bob, you've got McConnell, Jaggers, and Parker all on the bench for Caldwell County. Second shot up and in. Crittenden County having a decent first quarter from the line as they open up an 8-1 lead on the Lady Tigers. Boyd drives, running shot in the lane, up and in. Jada Boyd with the first shot from the floor for Caldwell County, 8-3. That one coming with 2:36 to go in the first quarter, Bob.
And it's about time, as they say.
I'd say. Crittenden County works it around. Caldwell County's gone zone. Trying to get it in and do up and in. Number 23, Chandler Moss. Caldwell County back the other way against man-to-man. Boyd's going to go left side. Pick and roll with McDaniels. Boyd puts it up and in from 10 feet. So Jada Boyd getting a little bit of the hot hand finally for Caldwell County. It's 10-5. And I think that's going to be a 30-second timeout. Bob, let's keep it right here as Crittenden County leads the Lady Tigers 10-5. Coach Farmer, athletic director, still tennis coach, if you will, Coach Farmer, brought up some information to us just a minute ago about a couple of Lady Tigers doing some college signing. Always an exciting time at Caldwell County when the kids can sign to play college ball. And these two are Mashi Glover. She'll be signing with Murray State tomorrow at 4 o'clock in the Fine Arts Building to play softball. And Katie Franklin will be signing on December 12th with Asbury, that also at 4 o'clock. So congratulations to those two young ladies. And Bob, I know you're already looking forward to baseball and softball season
we're
coming up. Those two will be great to watch. Back underway here after the timeout. Timeout's brought to you by Rousseau Law. It is number 10, Taylor Guest, having trouble out front. They get it down to Woodward on the wing. Cross-court pass tipped away by Riley Thomas. It's going to stay Crittenden County basketball, but that's what Riley Thomas brings to the floor, Bob. She will score a few points for you, but mostly a defensive specialist.
And we're getting after the teams right now.
Good job by the Lady Tigers. Jump ball called. Possession arrow is going to go to Caldwell County. Goffinette and Riley had the double team right on the sideline. Good job by Lucy. Put the hands on the ball. Had the steal had they not called the tie-up.
And that's what leads to offense is aggressive defense. So let's see if we've already come down our last two trips. We've had two-point field goals by Jada Boyd. Let's see what happens now as we ramp up the pace.
It's Boyd. Ball gets away from her down low. Crittenden County picks it up, and they're quickly the other way. Good job by Goffinette and Hollowell to get back. Boyd comes up with the steal on the far side of the court. She brings it back down left side of the lane, puts a shot up. She's going to be fouled by Nala Woodward. And Jada Boyd will have a couple of Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws. Lake Barkley CrossFit has classes designed for anyone at any fitness level and always free to come by and try.
And Jada will be at the line for 2 shots. The Lady Tigers 1 out of 4 so far at the stripe here in the first quarter.
First shot up and in. 10-6 as Caldwell County tries to claw back into this one. Bella McConnell back into the ball game for the Lady Tigers as Morgan McDaniels will take a seat.
Lady Tigers cutting this lead down to 4, and now down to 3.
As Boyd gets the good roll over the front of the rim, 10-7. Caldwell County picks up at half court. Looking to put a little trap on. They get it to Woodward. Woodward down low. Good pass by Woodward. Shot missed right on the block. And Jada Boyd comes down with the rebound.
She couldn't have been more wide open on that shot either.
Boyd over to Hollowell. Hollowell gets it into Goffinette to McConnell. McConnell has it tipped, gets it back to Boyd anyway. To Hollowell, down to McConnell. McConnell from 8 feet out, shot up, no good. Tips it over to Riley Thomas, ball loose on the floor. And McConnell holds on to it. It's going to be a held ball, and possession arrow is going to go to the Lady Rockets. Just a few ticks over, 39 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Caldwell County trails this one 10-7, but Bob, you got to feel good that you're 1 possession down after not making a field goal until the 2:36 mark of the quarter.
And we were down 8-1, Dennis, or something like that?
8-1. Woodward over to Moss. They get it down low. Shot up by Moss is no good. Caldwell County is going to pick up another foul.
No, they're going to get Moss.
Oh, they're going to get Moss the charge.
Yes.
She's standing at the free throw line. I think that's going to surprise her too. Crittenden County's coaching staff Can't believe the call. But it was the clear out by Moss. Caldwell County brings it down, having a chance to maybe even tie this game with a 3. Crittenden County goes 2-3 zone. Caldwell works it over to McDaniels, to Hollowell. Thought about the shot, gets it down to McConnell. It's worked all the way back around to Goffinette. Goffinette launches the long 2, no good. Nice rebound by Morgan McDaniels, shot up, no good. Ball loose on the floor, and it's the Rockets with it, but Goffinette with the back tip comes away with the steal, although Caldwell County cannot get the shot off before the horn. So after 1 quarter of play, it's Crittenden County 10, Caldwell County 7. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
This is Brad Harrelson, a financial advisor with Encompass Wealth Management. I've been partnered with the Woodall Insurance Agency for the past 13 years. In just the same way the Woodall Agency has worked hard to be your local insurance agent, I want to be the person you think of for your financial advice. So give me a call at 365-5541 or stop by our office in Princeton to discuss your financial future. You'll be glad you did.
Back to Tiger Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back to the Cab building. We're at the end of 1 quarter of play. Crittenden County with a 10-7 lead over the Lady Tigers. Second quarter being brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, located next to the bowling alley here in Princeton. Beautiful furniture, baby furniture, gifts and registry, home decor, boutique clothes and accessories. Stop in and meet Jake, the store mascot. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. To inbound the ball to start the second quarter would be the Lady Tigers, and for the call here in the second quarter, Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. It's Morgan McDaniels, gets it into Jada Boyd, and she'll come across. Crittenden County showing a 3-2 zone. They'll pop it out to a 1-2-2 if they have a chance to trap. Caldwell works it around left side, back to Boyd on the wing, now top of the key, gets it to Jaggers. Jaggers with a long 3 from the right side, no good. And rebound by Woodward, got away with a walk as she brings it up the court, gets across midcourt, takes it down into the corner, but Crittenden County had a foot on the line on the pass, so it'll be a turnover, Lady Rockets, as intended for Shelby Summers.
Lady Rockets with 6 now, Caldwell County with 3 turnovers, so that's helping us stay in the game now if we could still keep that lid off the basket.
I'm sure Caldwell County will be glad to switch ends on this court after halftime. Jaggers turned down the 3, gets it back to Boyd. Boyd goes to the corner to McDaniels, back to Boyd, to Morgan. Little pitch and catch between those two, opens up a lane for Boyd, takes it in, shot blocked. It's Woodward back the other way, shot up and in. Nala Woodward with a nice layup, 12-7 Crittenden County. Jaggers to McDaniels, thought about the long 2, gets it back to Jaggers. Jaggers drives in, 14-footer, no good. Jaggers toes the line, gets her own rebound, back out to Goffinette. Goffinette to Boyd, into McConnell. McConnell has it tipped from the back, steal by Crittenden County, turnover Caldwell. And it's number 21 up and no good. That was going to go off of Jada Boyd, though, on the rebound, 21 Shelby Summers.
And JC had to pull back on that one, or she was risking her 3rd foul on that run out.
Right, she's playing with 2. Carson Parker on the bench with 2. Long shot from the corner by Crittenden County, no good. McDaniels comes up with another rebound. Gets it to Jada Boyd. Jada quickly into the corner. Had Jagger, she turned it down. Now she's going to take the 3 from the corner, no good. Big rebound by Goffinette.
And Woodward got her on the hole. Woodward's 2nd foul.
Good job by Lucy Goffinette. Not blocked out on the play. Came baseline, picked up the rebound over a bigger Woodward. Jaggers inbounds to Goffinette. Out to Boyd. Over to Jaggers. Jaggers with the 3. This one up and in. J.C. Jaggers with a Goodwin Insurance 3-pointer. Goodwin Insurance is your insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs. Call today for a free quote.
And Bella McConnell commits a foul as the Lady Rockets bring the ball up the court. Lady Tigers' 5th foul of the first half.
First on McConnell, but it's a foul, Bob, that you really don't want to give up that far away from the basket, as a foul committed all the way out at half court. It's going to be Goffinette on Guess. Guess works it to the left wing. Sumner's tried to drive Goffinette, doing some good work defensively.
Showing a lot of quickness, too. Really moving well.
Got in that passing lane. That's what Lucy brings to the table for the Lady Tigers. She doesn't get in the books a lot for points. She'll have maybe a double-digit game every now and then, but defensively, she's probably the best Lady Tiger on the floor. Caldwell County trying to guard on the right side. Shot up by Crittenden County, no good. Boyd with the rebound. Boyd keeps it, puts it back out to McConnell from 16, up and in.
And that's Bella's shot. Pull up and shoot the wide open shot. We're tied.
Bella's got nice form on that jumper. But she turns around and complicates the matter by picking up her second quick one all the way in the backcourt. So that's 2 on 3 Lady Tiger starters at this point. And Bob, it's a game like this. We talked about it, although we hoped that it wouldn't happen. We talked about it in our pregame. You start to miss the Peyton Young factor in a game like this with so many Lady Tigers on the bench with 3 fouls. Caldwell County has to go zone. Crittenden County, short shot from the baseline, in and out. Rebound back to the Rockets, up, no good. Rebound to the Rockets, no good. And another foul called on the play. And hopefully that's not 3. Was that called on Mashi? I mean on
it looked like
Maja. Yeah, Hollowell's first one. I had Mashi on the mind, I guess, after we announced she's going to do that signing for Murray State tomorrow. First free throw in and out for Crittenden County. Knotted at 12 with 5:15 to go in the first half. Second shot up and in for Crittenden County. Number 22, Jalen Duncan. Crittenden County in zone also. 3-2 zone. Caldwell works it around. Boyd on the left side. Back to Jaggers. Jaggers to Goffinette. Goffinette tried to cross court pass to Boyd, picked off by Guest. Now Guest brings it across midcourt. Gets it to 21 Summers. Back out to Guest. Guest tried to drive to the free throw line. Stopped at the top of the key. Good job by the Lady Tigers. They'll work it into the corner. And Crittenden County is going to turn it over. Pass deflected by Jaggers. Crittenden tried to save it for some reason and dribbled it on the baseline out of bounds. Goffinette's going to come out. Riley Thomas into the ball game for Caldwell County, who trails this one by 1 with about 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Caldwell works it around that Crittenden zone, dump it into McDaniels. McDaniels inside, up and in, off the board. And Morgan McDaniels gives Caldwell County the lead at 14-13.
A good move inside by Morgan then. Knew exactly where she was and knew where that backboard was.
13-5 run here by the Tigers, maybe more as Boyd comes up with the steal. Takes it coast to coast, up off the right side and in. 16-13. Caldwell County with the 3-point lead. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here, John, on the 30s. Timeout's brought to you by Rousseau Law. Rousseau Law located downtown Princeton, ready to serve all of your legal needs. Rousseau Law wishes the Tigers a safe and successful season.
The Lady Tigers press having some impact on the Lady Rockets game. Dennis, if we could only keep from fouling in the back court, we're playing really good defense in the front court, and we don't. We got 5 fouls, so we're still 1 foul away from the bonus of putting them at the line. Whereas Crittenden County's next foul will be at the line shooting the 1-and-1.
Caldwell County they're in a tough situation foul-wise. If they can hold off for the next 4 minutes till halftime, they'll be fine. But you've got Parker, McConnell, and Jaggers, I think all with 2 fouls here in the first half.
And Jaggers on the floor for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, Jason's played several minutes now with the 2 fouls. Caldwell County's going 2-2-1 zone press. Crittenden breaks it, gets it up to the right side. Tipped by Boyd.
And foul on Morgan McDaniels, who couldn't stop and ran into the Lady Rocket.
So Morgan with the foul, and that will put Crittenden County at the line for a 1-and-1. First shot up and in.
Is that 21 at the line?
21, Shelby Sumners. A couple of Lady Tigers thought that it was a three-point play. Took off up the court. Second one up and in. Crittenden back within one as we're under 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Lady Rockets have gone 2-3 zone. Got Morgan McDaniels trying to flash into the center. Skip pass back over to Boyd, over to Riley Thomas from 14 feet, no good. And Crittenden County comes up with the rebound. They're going to call held ball underneath. Possession arrow is going to go to Crittenden County. Stay tuned at halftime for the Farless Realty halftime show. Coming away in just about 3.5 minutes. Crittenden County breaks the press, gets it up on the right wing. Now a long three by Guess, air ball, and Morgan McDaniels is going to watch that one bounce out of bounds. Caldwell County back the other way.
3 minutes and 16 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Lady Tigers up by 1.
Good pass into Morgan McDaniels, couldn't handle it. Crittenden County is going to come away with the steal all the way up and in. On the other end is Summers. And Lady Tigers back down by 1 after that little spurt. Jada Boyd over to Riley Thomas. Riley Thomas left corner back out to Boyd. Crittenden County 2-3 zone. Jaggers to Boyd. Back to Jaggers. Top of the zone falls down. They get it over to Riley Thomas. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to the Lady Rockets. It's number 13 into the ball game for Crittenden County. Lily Hayes gets it back to Guess. Guess guarded by Hollowell. Down to Boone. They work it inside, and that was just a gift to J.C. Jaggers. As Summers caught the ball, turned it down about chin high and offered it up. Jaggers able to put 2 hands on it, gets the tie up. Possession arrow is going to go to Caldwell County. Lady Tigers having a little trouble working this ball into the zone. They've settled for a couple of outside shots from the corner. 3 up by Hollowell, no good. Rebounded by McDaniels, up and in, and she'll get to go to the free throw line.
Just sheer hustle that time by Morgan McDaniels to crowd that rebound, spin, and go up with it, drawing the contact and the foul.
Takes it off the board, and she's a Lake Barkley CrossFit free throw away from making the old-fashioned three-point play. Shot up and in.
Nothing but net.
Good job by Morgan McDaniels. Lady Tigers back out in front, 19-17. Caldwell comes with that 2-2-1 press. They get a hand on the ball, still loose on the sideline, off of Crittenden County last. Lady Tiger basketball on the side.
One of the assistant coaches for the Lady Rockets is Brisson Prowl, who played her high school basketball here at Caldwell County, doing some coaching from the sideline.
High up on the all-time scoring list at Caldwell County. Lady Tigers put the shot up, miss it, get their own rebound. Boyd back with it. Tries to work her way through the lane against 4 people up and no good. And Morgan McDaniels, I think, is going to get called for over the back. Oh, number 10, they're going to get Riley Thomas.
That should be a shooting foul, yes.
Both teams in the bonus now with 1:38 to go here in the first half. Trying to see who's at the line for Crittenden County, but the ponytail is kind of blocking us a little bit. I think that is Summers. Shot up and no good.
It was 24. It was Wheeler.
Jaggers gets the rebound, brings it the other way over to Boyd. Back to Jaggers, top of the key, three-pointer, in and out. Crittenden County with the rebound. That one did everything but fall through. Crittenden works it into the corner to Guess. Jaggers guarding her, has to be careful with 2 fouls. They take it back out front. Crittenden County with some substitutes in the game right now. Good defensive play by Morgan McDaniels as Crittenden County put the shot up and out. Guess puts it up on the rebound and in. 3 attempts that time by Crittenden County as Caldwell County unable to block out. And we're knotted at 19 as we are under a minute to go here in the first half. Caldwell works around that zone. Crittenden has come back to a 3-2 zone. They try to disguise these a little bit. They'll work that middle person on the back line up to the front. She comes all the way up to front McDaniels. Caldwell County looks like they're going to hold for the last shot, which, Bob, you would think Crittenden County is fine with, as Caldwell County would be the favorite tonight, but Crittenden County, I think, likes their position here, tied going towards halftime.
Well, I think since we're shorthanded, this is the right, proper strategy to work.
Crittenden County comes out, starts the clock. Caldwell works it around. They get it to Riley Thomas. Dumps it inside to McDaniels. Too hard off the backboard. Crittenden County with the rebound. They take off up the court. And with 6.9 seconds left, we'll see who this foul is called on. For the Lady Tigers, it will be a 1-and-1. Oh, it's 2 shots now. See who that foul is called on.
Got it on 14.
That's Hollowell with her second. So 4 Lady Tigers now with 2 fouls. First shot up high, arcing shot, no good.
Is that gas shooting?
No, that is number 13.
That's Lily Hayes.
Hayes shot no good. Caldwell County's Jaggers with the rebound. Still has 5 seconds to go. Works it down left-handed. Takes it to the lane. Scoop shot up and in. At the buzzer, it's J.C. Jaggers. And she gives Caldwell County the lead at halftime. And we are at the half, 21-19. Caldwell County leads Crittenden County. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the Farless Realty halftime show, so stay tuned for that. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Here in 2019, the most sophisticated luxury truck on the road today. In 2019, they released the AT4, the ultimate off-road vehicle for off-road enthusiasts and hunters alike. The AT4 comes with a factory-installed 2-inch lift and off-road wheels and tires. In the front of the pack is where the Denali with the 6.2-liter engine, followed by the SLT and SLE trim levels. More refined styling and badging has added a bold appearance to the most sought-after vehicle in the truck market. Trice Hughes Incorporated, Highway 91.
For authentic Mexican cuisine, head to La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or Marion. Maria's specials are a local favorite you're sure to love. Or you might want to try the new street tacos. Tacos de asada, tacos de carnita, or tacos de chorizo. La Pontesina is now open 7 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 9:30, and Sundays, 11 to 9. And they offer lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 to 3. Be sure to like them on Facebook for updates and specials. La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or Marion.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
What does your morning sound like?
Morning, Al.
Next stop, 32nd Street.
Welcome to McDonald's.
Hi, can I get an Egg McMuffin, please?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
You can always expect great things at Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Pepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Teams are in the locker room preparing for the second half. It's time for the Caldwell County Halftime Show on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And we are back to the cab at halftime. It's Caldwell County leading Crittenden County 21-19. This is the Farless Realty Halftime Show. Are you ready to sell your home? Call Farless Realty today and let a realtor sell it for you. Ready to buy a home? Don't waste precious time. Farless Realty can help and interest rates are still reasonably low. They'll work hard to find you a home that will fit you, your family, and your budget. So contact Farless Realty today at 270-365-5058 or stop by 323 South Jefferson Street in Princeton. You can check out all of their listings on Facebook and at farlessrealty.com. And Bob, before you get into stats, we put our crack statistician team to work here at the cab tonight. Briston Prowl is the number 27 scorer all time for the Lady Tigers, having 866 points in her career.
She was a dandy, that was for sure. The Lady Tigers on top here at halftime, 21-19, being outscored in the first quarter 10-7, but outscoring the Lady Rockets in the second quarter 14-9, at which point in the second quarter the Lady Tigers were shorthanded quite a bit in that quarter, but turning up the heat on a little bit of a press. Broke down Crittenden County a little bit. Crittenden County with 9 turnovers in the first half. The Lady Tigers with only 6. Lady Tigers led tonight by Jada Boyd with 3 two-point field goals, 2 out of 2 from the free throw line for her 8 points. 6 points for J.C. Jaggers on the last second layup before the buzzer at halftime. 1 two-point field goal, that one at the buzzer, and a 3-point field goal, 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Total of 6 points for her, 5 points for Morgan McDaniels on 2 nice shots in close, in tight. Have a 2 or 3 shots go off the backboard that could have gone down. Morgan with 1 out of 3 at the free throw line, 5 points, 2 points for Bella McConnell, and we've got to get her on track, Dennis, in the second half. So a total of 21 points here at halftime for the Lady Tigers. Crittenden County led by number 44, the big girl, Nala Woodward, with 3 two-point field goals, total of 6 points. 4 points for Chandler Moss on 1 field goal, 2 out of 2 from the charity stripe. 4 points for Shelby Summers on 1 field goal, 2 out of 3 from the charity stripe. 3 points for Taylor Guess on 1 two-point field goal, 1 out of 2 from the free throw line, and 2 points for Jalen Duncan on 2 out of 4 from the free throw line. Total of 19 points for the Lady Rockets. The Lady Rockets have been to the free throw line 13 times tonight, connecting on 7. The Lady Tigers with 7 attempts and hitting on 4 of them. Again, the Lady Tigers leading here at halftime, 21-19. Foul trouble situation for the Tigers. Nobody really in foul trouble, although we had to sit a couple starters down for most of the, maybe all of the second quarter. Maja Hollowell with 2 fouls, Bella McConnell with 2 fouls, J.C. Jaggers with 2 fouls. J.C. played quite a bit of the second quarter and did not pick up her third. And Carson Parker, 2 quick early fouls, and she was on the bench for probably 2/3 of the first quarter and all of the second quarter. For Crittenden County, there are 2 big people inside, Chandler Moss with 2 and Nala Woodward with 2. So if those players pick up a 3rd foul early in the 3rd quarter, or maybe even 2 fouls, Crittenden County needs their presence in there. But they're not a very good rebounding team without these ladies in there. So it's a chess match again, as we seem to get into these kind of games where the absence of Peyton Young has cost us experience, the ability to shoot from outside, just some maturity on the floor, senior leadership, and maybe within another week we can have her presence in the starting lineup for the Lady Tigers.
Well, that'll be huge for Caldwell County to get Peyton Young back hopefully next week. Bob, if I had it written down right, excuse me, we went all the way down to the 2:36 mark of the first quarter before we had a shot go in from the field. But we had at least 8 to 10 shots from just the block on either side of the lane. Just would not fall to open this game as Crittenden County jumped out 8-1 early on, and Caldwell County able to battle back.
And that's the other thing that makes you feel good, because we weathered that storm, and now that we'll have basically our starting lineup back to start the 3rd quarter, would tend to believe that we could get something really rolling here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we weathered really a couple of storms. That cold shooting to start the first quarter, and then by the end of the half, we had 4 Lady Tigers saddled with 2 fouls apiece. And as you said, J.C. Jaggers did a whale of a job staying in the ball game and playing a lot of that second quarter with 2 fouls.
And then coming through at the on the missed free throw with Crittenden County shooting and with 5 seconds remaining, bringing it the length of the court, finding a seam, and going in and scooping up at the buzzer, and the ball going in as the buzzer sounded. So, and that has to help her confidence too. So, it's at the end of one, we were trailing here at halftime. We're up by 2, 21-19. So, it's always good to have a lead, Dennis.
Yeah, it's even just psychologically, the 2-point lead after falling down 8-1 to start this one's got to feel good for the Lady Tigers. Under a minute to go before we tip this one off here in the second half. You've been listening to the Farless Realty Halftime Report. Are you ready to sell your home? Call Farless Realty. Ready to buy a home? Same place. Call Farless Realty. They can take care of everything that you need as far as selling or buying a house. Don't waste precious time while interest rates are still reasonably low. They'll work hard to find you a home that will fit you, your family, and your budget. So contact Farless Realty today at 270-365-5058 or stop by 323 South Jefferson Street in Princeton. You can also check out all of their listings on Facebook and at farlessrealty.com.
Accessories, cozy living, everything a home should be. Lady Tigers out onto the floor. Lady Rockets then.
And it's Moss, gets it back out to Summers. Summers over to Guest. Guest guarded by Boyd, goes left side. Tapped away by Parker. Good job by Carson. Shot up by Crittenden County. Nice position by Carson Parker. And she's going to be fouled on the play.
And that's why we need Carson. You really corral that rebound very strongly.
And she's going to be fresh. She only played 3 minutes of the first half. I think she went out about the 5-minute mark of that first quarter. So she's ready to put some minutes in here in the second half. And Caldwell County's Jada Boyd will bring it down from the point. Crittenden County is going to open up in man-to-man. Gets it over to McDaniels. McDaniels goes off the pick, gets it over to McConnell. And it's going to be Bella McConnell picking up the moving screen. Kind of a touchy call. But McConnell picks up her third early here in the first minute of the second half. It's going to be Moss, dribbles down. This one's going to go back across mid-court as Crittenden County could not handle it. Caldwell County basketball as Goffinette's going to check back into the lineup for Bella McConnell. And that's got to be just a frustrating feeling, especially to get called for an offensive interference. Starts the offensive pass interference. We're kind of reporting back to the football days, not out of our system yet.
Well, some referees start looking for stuff to call, and that maybe that's what happened on that call.
Shot by Caldwell County, no good. Crittenden County quickly the other way. It's Guest goes up against Goffinette, shot up, no good. Rebounded by Parker, strong rebound. Carson Parker comes up, cleans house, gets it over to Boyd. Boyd drives the lane, dumps it over to Goffinette. I think Lucy thought that Jada was going to go up for that shot and probably should have. Already in the air with an open layup.
I thought we get the ball. It's Caldwell ball, isn't it?
Yeah, they're calling a deflection off Crittenden County as the ball went across.
I thought it was deflected.
But Bob, that's one Jada's got to go ahead and take that one. She's already in the air for the layup.
You're right, Dennis. That's just too close a pass to make.
Jaggers with the 3 attempt. It's good. Goodwin Insurance 3-pointer for J.C. Jaggers. Contact Goodwin Insurance for a free quote today.
Her second 3 of the game.
Crittenden County gets it down to Woodward. Running shot up and had some hard spin coming off that backboard. Somehow stayed on the rim and falls in.
It's some stickum on the ball, I believe. It stuck up there for a second.
That thing was just posing like it was going to stick on the front side of the rim and balance. Boyd now with the shot, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Woodward. She's not shy about bringing it the length of the court. Good job by Goffinette to come up. I think Lucy had thought a foul had called because she gave up on the ball.
She could have grabbed that ball. That's what Coach Thomas is indicating for. She could have grabbed it.
So it's going to be Crittenden County ball. They get it into Woodward, shot up and in. That's a mismatch all night long. Woodward guarded by Jada Boyd. And Crittenden County back within one, 24-23 with 5:50 to go here in the third. Goffinette with the lane decides to take it out front. She's going to be tied up out front. Possession arrow is going to stay with the Lady Tigers. Lady Tigers just a little out of kilter here tonight. I think foul trouble has kind of got the rhythm down a little bit from the first half, and then McConnell going out, 30, 45 seconds into this half with her third foul. Jada Boyd comes up, gets it down to McDaniels. McDaniels quickly into Hollowell. Has it deflected, McDaniels able to recover, gets it back out to Boyd. Boyd's going to take it top of the key, looking far side. Had Jaggers open now. Boyd's going to keep it up and in. Bank shot by Jada Boyd gives Caldwell County the 3-point lead, 26-23. Caldwell County is going to bring the pressure. 2-2-1. They get it up to Woodward all alone underneath Crittenden County. That is number 22, Jalen Duncan. Well, Crittenden County's tried that 2-2-1 trap several times tonight, not getting any traps out of it, and Crittenden County's done a decent job tonight breaking that press. Now Crittenden with the steal far side. It's Moss, throws a shot up, no good. Guess with the rebound, puts it up, no good, but she's fouled on the play, and that may be on Parker.
It is on Parker.
So Parker didn't quite make it to the midway point of the quarter, and she'll take a seat on the bench next to Bella McConnell with 3 fouls.
Shooting is
Taylor Guess goes to the line. First shot up and in. Riley Thomas and Lucy Goffinette will check into the ball game. Boyd and Parker will come out. It's going to move McDaniels into the post. And Jaggers and Goffinette at the forwards. Second shot up and in. Crittenden County back out in front. They won't go away. 27-26 for Lady Rockets. Maja Hollowell is going to go to point for Caldwell County. Gets it over to Jaggers. Jaggers to Goffinette. Goffinette to Hollowell. She'll bring it back out front to McDaniels. Over to Goffinette. Riley Thomas has it top of the key. Gets it down to McDaniels. McDaniels had the open 18-footer. Didn't take it. Puts it back to Jaggers. Jaggers crossover move, sees something down the lane, goes up and in. They're going to call it on the floor. JC didn't get the continuation.
But that's on one of their big girls. Was that on Woodward?
It'd be big to clear
it's on
her
23,
out of the
Chandler Moss.
Chandler Moss. Hollowell to Goffinette. Back to Hollowell, up and in, off the board from in front of the goal. So the bank shot gives Caldwell County the lead back at 28-27. Quickly, Woodward back down to Duncan. Duncan up and in. And Crittenden County having a field day against that zone trap. It's going to be Riley Thomas with the foul.
I believe I'd get out of that type defense, Dennis. We're playing okay at midcourt with it, but we're not recognizing the fact that we got to get back to cover people.
Yeah, that one person on the back of that 2-2-1, not getting back to cover the person underneath the goal. Free throw up, no good. Rebound to Woodward. She puts it up, no good. Gets the rebound over Boyd over Hollowell up, and no good. Morgan McDaniels comes in, ties the ball up. Possession arrow is going to stay with Crittenden County. Boyd's going to come in for Thomas. And also Paris Gray into the ball game. First action for Paris Gray this season for the Lady Tigers. Yes, inbounds to Woodward. Woodward backs away towards the goal. She's going to be fouled.
Looks like she probably got away with a little walk, too. Foul on Riley Thomas, or who?
Maybe it was on, I thought it was on Hollowell. It is on Hollowell, her third. First shot up and good by Woodward. 2-point lead now for the Lady Rockets. 3:48 to go here in the third quarter. Crittenden County leads this one 30-28. Second shot up and in.
Woodward, the leading scorer here for the Lady Rockets with 12 points, 6 in each half.
Crittenden County stays man-to-man. Caldwell runs a double low post. It's Boyd. Splits 2 defenders, goes up for the shot. No good, but if she's fouled, she'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Taylor Guess.
Yes. Lake Barkley CrossFit free throw up and no good. Boyd will get another. First class is always free at Lake Barkley CrossFit. Boyd with her second shot up and good. Caldwell County back within a bucket, 31-29. And Bob, you had it. The Lady Tigers will come out of that zone trap. They're going to fall back into the 1-2-2. Gray has the task of fronting on the back of that zone Woodward. Crittenden County works it to the free throw line high, up and in for Guess. They shut the ball off to the leading scorer Woodward, but Guess all alone at the free throw line gives Crittenden their biggest lead since the first quarter at 4. Boyd underneath to McDaniels, shot up and in. Good job by Morgan McDaniels. She does a nice job with the backboard on those shots from down low.
And really strong. You almost can't dislodge the ball from her.
Crittenden County works it down to Woodward. Hook shot, no good. Rebound, Crittenden County. They go back up, no good. Ball loose on the floor, and it's going to go Caldwell County way. Paris Gray did a good job defensively for the Lady Tigers. And Caldwell County will try to pull back even, or maybe even take the lead with a 3, as we are under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Jada Boyd gets it to Jaggers, right wing. Jaggers double team, dribbles out of it, gets it over to Gray. Gray loses a handle on it, gets hacked across the arm, no call. Out to McDaniels to Hollowell. Hollowell from 14 feet up and in. Maja Hollowell with the bucket from short range, and it's 33 all.
I like the fact that when we had the shot, we took it, Dennis.
Crittenden County works it back up the court. It's Guess going left. Drives into the lane, shot up, no good. Woodward with the rebound, no good, shot up. And Crittenden County got the rebound. Let's see if the foul was on the floor. I think it was.
Maybe
Fouls have been an issue for the Lady Tigers all night.
I think they got JC for her third.
Woodward, 4-3, no good. Rebound goes to McDaniels. Jada Boyd pushes the issue, drives the right lane. She's going to be fouled on the floor.
And Taylor Guess for Crittenden County has just picked up her second foul. And 4 against the Lady Rockets here in the third quarter.
Jaggers looking for somebody to get it into. Throws it to Gray. Gray had her back turned to the ball. Didn't see it. It's a turnover as Woodward brings it up for Crittenden County. Gets it to Guess. Guess brings the top of the key. Deflected right back into her arms. Thought she got away with a walk. This one's going to be thrown out of bounds. Turnover, Crittenden County. That defense was reminiscent of last Friday night at Christian County, as the Lady Colonels had their hands waving in front of everything. Caldwell County did a great job there. Came up with the turnover. And it'll be Boyd to bring it up for the Lady Tigers with 1:40 to go in the third. Boyd pick and roll with Gray. She's tied up. Possession arrow stays with the Lady Tigers. They'll take it out underneath their own basket. They get it into McDaniels. Nobody guarded her. She brought it into the lane, dips it back out to Jaggers. Jaggers gets called for steps. So Caldwell County misses on a chance to take the lead. Still tied at 33 with 1:26 to go in the third quarter. Ball deflected. Crittenden County able to come up with it. Almost a steal by Hollowell, but I think that's going to be a costly foul all the way out at midcourt. If I'm not mistaken, Bob, is that her fourth?
Maja has picked up her fourth.
So foul trouble really handcuffing the Lady Tigers. Goffinette's going to get set to check in. Didn't get in before the Crittenden County Lady Rockets inbounded the ball. Jump pass down low, kicked out of bounds off of Crittenden County Lady Tiger basketball as Goffinette will come in for a Hollowell. .111 left in the quarter for Caldwell County to work with, tied at 33. It's Boyd to Jaggers. Jaggers turns, crossover dribble, going to take it back left side of the lane, gets it over to McDaniels. Short shot up and no good. And rebound comes off to Crittenden County. Lady Rockets Summers tries to take the right side, gets it back out to Boone. Boone to Guest. Good job by Lucy Goffinette.
That's over and back. That's off of the Crittenden.
They're going to say that was off of Goffinette, but I'm like you.
No, it was off of it was off of the Lady Rocket.
Blocked defensively by Boyd. Ball loose on the floor. And it's Morgan McDaniels in a battle down on the baseline. Crittenden County's going to keep possession, though, with the arrow their way. They'll take it out underneath their own basket. Just under 27 seconds to go here in the quarter. It's Woodward. Long three from the corner. Air ball. Rebound goes to Gray. Gets it to Boyd. Boyd had Jaggers up court. Decides to pull it out. See if Caldwell County's going to go for the last shot. Coach Thomas puts the spread on. They are going last shot. 8 seconds. Boyd attacks. Lowers the shoulder. Throws the shot up. No good. Ball loose underneath. It's going to be a tied ball with 2 seconds left. Gray and Woodward. Lady Tigers keep possession. They've got to get it in and get it up quick. It's going to be Goffinette to inbound for the Lady Tigers. All the way out to Jaggers. Jaggers launches a three, top of the key, no good. And after 3 quarters of play, we haven't settled anything. It's 33 all. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in 30 seconds. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
My papa doesn't hear me very well. When I tell him I love him, he can't hear me. It makes me so sad. Please, Santa, bring him some Audubon hearing aids. Love, Emma.
It's so good to hear you say you love me. Ho, 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 ho!
Best Christmas ever!
Call Audubon today for your free hearing test.
There's no better time than now to hear better for Christmas.
Call Audubon, 270-554-1900.
Back to Tiger Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back to the CAB building. We're going to pause right now for station identification. This is WPKY, Princeton, Kentucky. Fourth quarter brought to you by Cozy Living Interior and Boutique, located next to the bowling alley in Princeton. Beautiful furniture, baby furniture, gifts, and registry. Cozy Living, everything a house should be. Lady Tigers will be on defense to start the fourth quarter. The Lady Rockets to inbound the ball. We're tied, knotted here, 33-33 for the call in the fourth quarter. Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Crittenden County inbounds. Top of the key, Caldwell County's going zone. Carson Parker back in the ball game in the middle of that zone. Parker, Jaggers, Boyd, McDaniels, and McConnell on the floor for the Lady Tigers. Crittenden works it into the corner against that zone. Good job by the Lady Tigers as Crittenden works it now right side. Picked up by McConnell. They get it into Woodward. Shot up and in. Woodward got lost in the middle of that zone. Picks up another 2.
And maybe got lost in the lane for a few seconds.
Yeah, could have probably pitched a 10th there, but they haven't called that any tonight. So
they must have taken that rule out of the rule book, Dennis, because I haven't seen it called
much. You don't see a lot of it anymore. Shot up by McDaniels. No good. Rebounded by Woodward. Dribbles around 2 Lady Tiger players. Puts the shot up. No good. But rebounded by the Lady Rockets. Back out to Guest. Top of the key. Over to the corner. Long 2. Up and no good. It's Moss underneath with the rebound. She puts the shot up. No good, but she's fouled on the play.
And Bella got her, I believe. Bella's just picked up her 4th foul.
Caldwell County saddled with foul trouble and a cold first quarter. Has been an uphill climb for them tonight the whole way. Free throw up and in by Moss.
I was going to say, we almost have to let Bella play.
Just a tick under 7 minutes to go here in the ball game. Next one up, no good. Jaggers with the rebound. Gets it to Boyd. Boyd drives the lane, puts a runner up and in. Caldwell County back within one, 36-35. Caldwell County is going to go back in that 3-2 zone. Coach Thomas has liked how the front part of this zone has worked in the first few games this season. Said that back part of that zone still has to rotate and cover that back line a little bit better, but we've liked what we've seen out of that 3-2 zone in the first 3 or 4 games for the Lady Tigers.
The ball was deflected off of the Lady Rocket, out of bounds, possession to Caldwell County.
So the Lady Tigers with a chance to take the lead. Back and forth ball game. Biggest lead of the night was 7. Crittenden County had that in the first quarter as they had an 8-1 lead on Caldwell County. This one knocked away and stolen by Crittenden County. Boyd goes back defensively, somehow walks a tightrope on the baseline, comes up with the steal. Boyd drives the lane, puts a shot up, no good. Boyd hits the floor. She'll go to the free throw line. 2 Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws coming her way. Foul on number 21, that's Summers. And somehow just her first. How has she not gotten into the act on the fouls tonight? Everybody else seems to.
It's a wonder, Dennis. I'm wondering the same thing.
Boyd at the free throw line. First one up and in. Ties us up at 36. Good, exciting way to start the homestand for the Lady Tigers. Boyd, second shot up off the front of the rim, no good. Bounces around. Carson Parker grabs the rebound. Looks to get it to Hollowell. Hollowell to Jaggers. Jaggers on the right wing. Thought about the 3, puts it back out to Hollowell. Coach Thomas doesn't like what she sees. She's going to take a timeout. Possessions are at a premium right now late in this ball game. 6 minutes left, tied at 36. It's a full timeout, so we'll take 30 seconds. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Stressful situation with travel plans or a long commute. Our surgeon, Dr. Sue Petty, and her team of skilled nurses and technicians provide the highest quality of care right here in the comfort of your own community, close to your family and support network. To learn more, you can contact Caldwell Medical Associates at 270-365-0332. That's 270-365-0332.
Back to Tiger Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back to the CAB building. 6 minutes to go here in the game. That timeout was brought to you by Russo Law. Russo Law, located downtown Princeton, ready to serve your legal needs. Russo Law wishes the Tigers a safe and successful season. Teams breaking their respective huddles. Lady Tigers in possession of the basketball. 6 minutes even remaining to be played in the game. And for the call here by Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Caldwell County gets it in. And it's going to be a push foul as Jaggers had to go into the backcourt after the ball. Foul's going to go on number 21, Shelby Summers. 2 quick ones on her.
And the 6th for Crittenden County here in the fourth quarter.
So both teams in the bonus the rest of the way. Jaggers gets it in. Jaggers is going to run the point out of the timeout. They get it to Hollowell on the right wing. She dribbles around looking for Parker. Parker from 3 decides not to take it. Gets it over to Boyd. Boyd top of the key, guarded by Moss. Boyd looks inside, sees what Coach Thomas wants to run, gets it back to Jaggers. Jaggers drives down the lane, puts an awkward shot up, no good, rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels put the ball down low and she's going to get tied up, but the possession arrow will stay with the Lady Tigers.
That's a no-no. You never want to bring the ball down when you're under any basket.
Jaggers is going to inbound, gets it into McDaniels. They work it down on the block to Parker. Parker left-handed shot up and in. Carson Parker with the bucket. Caldwell County with the lead, 38-36.
Carson's first basket of the evening coming at a critical time.
Crittenden County tried to drive baseline, works it back out against that zone. Top of the key is Moss. Moss to the corner to Woodward. They get it into Guest. Free throw line high. This one's blocked. Brought down by Jada Boyd. Boyd quickly the other way. Bounce pass up to Hollowell. Hollowell too strong off the board. Rebound to Jaggers. Jaggers tried to go back up. Guarded well. Needs to get rid of the ball. Gets it over to Hollowell. And they'll bring it out to Jada Boyd and restart the offense. Smart play by the Lady Tigers not to try to force anything or risk the turnover. It's going to be Boyd. Spin move into the lane. Drops it off to Hollowell. Hollowell to Jaggers. Jaggers is going to go up with the runner. No good. Parker had the position. I think they could have got Woodward with the foul over the back of Parker. Instead, it goes off of Woodward, and it'll say Lady Tiger basketball. But great position, I thought, Bob, by Carson Parker.
Yeah, I thought she was fouled as well, Dennis.
Get into McDaniels, down to Jaggers. Jaggers in close up and in off the backboard. J.C. Jaggers gives Caldwell County, ties their biggest lead of the night at 4, 40-36.
A tough pass that time that J.C. was able to corral.
Crittenden County works it into the corner. Now they're back right side. Guest puts it down into the corner. It's going to be overthrown back out top of the key. Carson Parker hustles, comes up with the steal for the Lady Tigers, gets it to Boyd. Boyd drives the side of the lane up, no good. And it's going to be Jaggers with the rebound. Hook shot up, no good. Parker up and no good. 3 shots in close by the Lady Tigers. And it's going to be a blocking foul called on Maja Hollowell, excuse me.
Very questionable foul.
I think if she hadn't reached for the ball and got the deflection, actually, but reached for the ball, other than that, I think she had great position.
And that's number 5 on Maja, and Woodward at the free throw line where she is 2 out of 2 so far tonight. Shooting the bonus.
Woodward at the line with 3:45 to go in the ball game. First one up off the rim badly, no good. McConnell back into the ball game. Bella with 4 fouls. Gets it over to Boyd. Boyd drives right side of the lane. Runner up, no good. Gets her own rebound. Going to bring it back out front, reset the offense. On the floor is Parker, McDaniels, McConnell, Jaggers, and Boyd. Spread for Boyd, gets it over to Jaggers. Jaggers, top of the key, look down the lane, gets it to McDaniels. Caldwell County running a weave out front. It's a running shot by Boyd, no good. Rebound to Crittenden County. Ball got loose all the way out to the midcourt. Picked up by Crittenden County, who takes it in for the layup. Nobody back home for Caldwell County. And the lead down to 2 for the Lady Tigers with 3 minutes to go here in the 4th. Jaggers thought about the long 3 from the right wing. Parker with good position. And it's going to be a full timeout called by Coach Thomas. Russo timeout will take us a timeout also. 2:51 to go in the game. 40-38 Caldwell. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3. and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Warm this holiday season. Did you know that outage information is right at the tip of your fingers? Penny Ryle Electric works hard to ensure the power stays on. But when something unforeseeable happens, they make it easy for you to stay informed. All you have to do is send a text to 85700. That's 85700. To enroll in outage texting, text PRECC to 85700. Just another way Penny Ryle Electric has been making life better the cooperative way for more than 80 years. Happy holidays from Penny Ryle Electric.
Back to Tiger Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back to the cab. 2 minutes, 51 seconds to go in the game. Lady Tigers in possession of the basketball, leading here 40-38. And looking across the court, Dennis, the upstairs is filled up fairly well. Downstairs about maybe 2/3. A good crowd in here tonight.
There is. Band here tonight. Good atmosphere.
Yeah, good atmosphere. And inbound it will be the Lady Tigers. And for the call here, my colleague Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. It's Caldwell County going with the stack. Inbound from the side. Get it into Jaggers. Jaggers guarded by Guess. To Boyd on the right wing. Underneath down to Bella McConnell. It's going to be a push in the back against McConnell. That'll send Bella to the line for the 1-and-1.
And they got 21 or 12. I'm not sure.
21. Her third foul of the night. That is Shelby Summers. McConnell free throw up and in. Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws
are going to be huge down the stretch. Bella, nothing but net on that one.
Second one up and also in for McConnell. 4-point lead for the Lady Tigers. That's as far ahead as they can get tonight. 42-38.
But we've got our bigs in there, Bella and Carson Parker.
Crittenden County works around the zone. They get it inside. Free throw line high. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Carson Parker. Well, she's not been able to play a lot of minutes tonight because of fouls, but when she's been in, she has made a difference. This one tipped away. I really thought off Crittenden. They're going to call it off of Jaggers. Turnover, Lady Tigers.
We have to really protect the basketball, especially when we get it with the 4-point lead.
Crittenden County drives baseline, puts a shot up, rolls around, no good. Ball tipped, and it's going to be Parker with the save and the rebound underneath.
Carson just hustling really well.
I don't know if a kid can play roughly 10 minutes of a basketball game and be the MVP of the game, but Carson's making a case.
She really wanted that ball and got it.
That's Parker, top of the key. Wanted to put the ball in to McDaniels. Tipped away by Woodward. Caldwell able to come back with it. Now they get it over to McConnell. She's fouled out front. I don't know where the foul is across the arm. Actually pushed Bella back. Now Bella gets it in the lane from 10 feet. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Parker. Parker puts it back out to McConnell. McConnell shot up, this one in. And Caldwell County's biggest lead of the night at 6, 44-38. Crittenden County's going to take a timeout. And it's going to be a full, so we'll take a timeout with them. 1:22 left to go in the game. Caldwell up by 6. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Performance Sports in Princeton. Trilogy offers a wide range of classes to help you reach your fitness and well-being goals, like yoga, gymnastics, sports training, team training, cardio, kickboxing, and weightlifting. They have family discounts, and your first class is free. So come work out in a family-friendly environment at Trilogy Performance Sports, located directly behind Cash Express in Princeton. Open 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. Be better than you used to be at Trilogy Performance Sports Princeton. Telephone 270-601-1824.
Back to Tiger Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back to the Cab. An exciting ball game coming down to the finish. 1 minute, 22 seconds to play. The Lady Tigers up 44-38. And a stop here, Dennis, would be huge.
Yeah, it was special. Just 1:22 left. Caldwell County would come down, and you know Crittenden County is going to have to foul at that point, so it comes down to a matter of making your free throws and putting the icing on this cake as they start the home season tonight here at the Cab, and hopefully even the record up at 2-2.
And both teams now back onto the floor. Crittenden County to inbound it here side midcourt, and for the call here, Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Crittenden County gets it into Guest. Caldwell County is going to stay in that zone. Woodward now with the ball. 3 from the right corner, air ball. This one's loose. Jada Boyd did a great job on tipping it up over Moss. Moss stays down on the ground. Looked like she may have twisted an ankle or knee. Right now it's 4-on-5. As the referees will call timeout, they'll go over and check on Chandler Moss.
And that was a great, I mean, there was no contact on that. Jada just went up and tipped it over the head of Chandler Moss, and she comes down, and I'm not sure whether it's a cramp or...
She's holding like the back of her right knee. I don't know if it was twisted her knee or maybe hamstring area. She's getting helped up. And she is able to put a little bit of weight on it, so that's good to see that she's able to walk off the court, but obviously in pain, so Crittenden County will have to sub for her.
And that's a big cog out of their lineup, too. She operates pretty efficiently inside.
Just down to 1:04 to go. Caldwell County with the 6-point lead and the ball. Coming out on the floor for Caldwell County is going to be Boyd, Jaggers, Parker, McConnell, and McDaniels. Bob, one that's going under the radar, but's played a lot of minutes tonight and played well, Morgan McDaniels.
She has. Morgan has 7 points, 7 real critical points.
J.C. Jaggers double teamed out front. They get it into McDaniels, almost on cue underneath, misses a shot. Rebounded by Parker. Parker back out to Jaggers. 50 seconds to go in the ball game. Caldwell up by 6. They can keep it out front until somebody fouls a Caldwell County player. They're going to come out and foul Jada Boyd.
And Morgan's wide open shot. She won't have a more wide open shot than that in her career.
And you got to love the kid because she's joking around some with her dad, Jeff, one of the assistant coaches on the bench right now after the shot. Always a smile on Morgan's face. Free throw up and in. Lake Barkley CrossFit free throw for Jada Boyd. And Caldwell looking to ice this one away.
Lead swells to 7 points now.
And most importantly, out of that one, at least you get a 3-possession lead out of it. Second shot up, rolls round and in. Caldwell County up by 8 with 42 seconds to go. Crittenden County works it into the corner. They try to drive baseline. Ball knocked loose. Crittenden County keeps it. Woodward for 3 from the left side. No good. And it's going to be Jaggers. Because that's out of bounds off of J.C. She let it go out of bounds thinking it was off Crittenden County. Lady Rocket ball 31.4 underneath their own bucket. Woodward from the corner. She's going to dribble in, take the 10-footer up. No good. And rebound to Carson Parker. She gets it over to Boyd.
Carson may have 8, 9, 10 rebounds in this game for only about 8 minutes.
Yeah, she didn't play but 3 minutes of the first half. So a great job by her here late in the ball game. A lot of kids we're going to be able to brag on with Coach Thomas and get her perspective on this game coming up in the post-game show. Free throw up by Jaggers is good. Caldwell County can make this a 10-point ball game with 17 seconds left, Bob, but much closer ball game throughout than this final score may indicate.
Not indicative of the game at all.
Lake Barkley CrossFit free throw up and in for Jaggers. 10-point lead with 17 seconds to go. Caldwell County just needs to get back. Do not foul. Let Crittenden shoot. 3-pointer by Woodward. No good. Rebounded by Boyd. And Boyd's going to be fouled with 5 seconds left. Caldwell County will see their record go to 2-2 on the season, as will Crittenden County. Lady Tigers off the rest of the week. The only other game coming up this week on WPKY, the boys take on Webster County on Thursday. Boyd, free throw up off the front of the rim, no good.
Jada will be shooting her 10th free throw. She's so far 6 out of 9.
Second one up, rattles around, no good. Crittenden County is going to bring it up. It's going to be Woodward. It'll try the long 3 at the buzzer, no good. So the final here from the cab, it's Caldwell County Lady Tigers 48, Crittenden County Lady Rockets 38. We'll be back with the Trilogy Performance Sports post-game show coming your way in just a couple of minutes, so stay tuned for that. Also, we'll talk to Coach Thomas about the Lady Tiger win. So keep it right here. This is 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
At Morgan's Funeral Home, we want you to know the benefits of prearranged funeral services. The benefits of prearranged funeral planning can best be explained by the people that know the most about final expenses. At Morgan's Funeral Home, we have years of experience helping people just like you make plans for their final arrangements. Morgan's Funeral Home, serving families for over 100
Hello,
years.
this is Gloria Smith with the law office of Jeff Russo. Are you buying or selling real estate? Are you planning on refinancing your existing home loan? If so, you should be aware that you have your choice in which attorney provides the legal services associated with such transactions. Our law office has over 50 years of experience in real estate law. We pride ourselves on being cost-effective and having a quick turnaround time. If you're in need of such services, call us today at 365-2763 or find us on the web at www.jeffrussolaw.com. We are located in downtown Princeton on the east side of the courthouse.
This is an advertisement.
Picture KFC's world-famous extra crispy chicken. Now, imagine it glistening in hot honey sauce. Just think about the crispy, sweet heat. Now, it's in your sights. Reach for it. Almost there. Oops, this is a KFC radio commercial. But you can make your picture a reality by getting a hot honey tenders basket. KFC, it's finger-licking good. At participating KFCs for a limited time, prices may vary. Tax extra.
Planters Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Gift your family with the nice, warm holiday they deserve with a new electric heat pump from Pennyrile Electric. Did you know Pennyrile Electric has a special offer for qualified members with a fixed-rate loan toward the purchase of a new qualified electric heat pump? You can simply pay it back through your monthly electric bill. It's convenient and simple, and it's the gift that keeps on giving all throughout the year. Happy holidays from Pennyrile Electric, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Hi, Caldwell County. I'm Allie Coleman with First Southern National Bank, and I'm ready to service your next loan. Whether you're wanting to build your first home, buy an investment property, or add square footage for your growing family, we can tailor a solution just for you. Stop by my office at 101 West Washington Street in Princeton, or give me a call at 270-365-3545 to apply today. First Southern National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, Federal Registry 409424, NMLS 100299.
For authentic Mexican cuisine, head to La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or Marion. Maria's specials are a local favorite you're sure to love. Or you might want to try the new street tacos. Tacos de asada, tacos de carnita, or tacos de chorizo. La Pontesina is now open 7 days a week, Monday through Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday 11 to 9:30, and Sundays 11 to 9. And they offer lunch specials Monday through Friday 11 to 3. Be sure to like them on Facebook for updates and specials. La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or Marion.
Dear Santa, my papa doesn't hear me very well. When I tell him I love him, he can't hear me. It makes me so sad. Please, Santa, bring him some Audubon hearing aids. Love, Emily.
It's so good to hear you say you love me.
Best Christmas ever!
Call Audubon today for your free hearing test.
There's no better time than now to hear better for Christmas.
Call Audubon 270-554-1900.
Serving Caldwell County since 1950. We're 1580, 103.3 WPKY Princeton.
It's here now. The all-new 2019 Silverado from Chevrolet with the steely-eyed front end that will surely grab your attention. Space, comfort, and convenience all found in its accommodating interior with built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi makes communicating simple. The new Silverado is mostly steel, unlike Ford. What with aluminum for better fuel mileage, the Silverado gets you 22 mpg on highway and a stronger truck. The all-new Chevrolet Silverado will still be the most dependable, longest-lasting truck you will ever own. Tri-Suits Incorporated, Highway 91, Princeton. Beware of scammers impersonating Pennyrile Electric. There have been multiple reports recently of scammers showing up in person to people's homes or calling them on the phone, claiming to be a representative from Pennyrile Electric. If you encounter someone questioning your account and asking for immediate payment, please hang up and contact Pennyrile Electric right away. Never give out any personal information or account numbers. Pennyrile Electric never collects money at your home or in the field. Your friends at Pennyrile Electric want your holiday season to be warm, happy, and safe.
What does your morning sound like?
Itsy bitsy spider, rock-a-bye baby.
She's finally asleep.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
Can I get a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, please?
Mmm. Here's to make it your morning routine a little better with delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
The scorebook is closed on this game. It's time for the Caldwell County postgame show on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKY online.
And we are back to the cab. The Lady Tigers got off to a rocky start early. Foul trouble and cold shooting in the first quarter put them in a hole, but they were able to battle their way back and actually come away tonight with a 10-point win, 48-38, over the Lady Rockets of Crittenden County. Bob Hayes is getting the starting lineups right now for the next game. He'll have the stats a little bit later here in halftime. Still waiting on Coach Thomas to come up. This is the Trilogy Performance Sports post-game show. Trilogy Performance Sports offers all kinds of sports training, gymnastics, kickboxing, fitness training. They're open Monday through Saturday, 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. First visit's always free, so come in and be better than you used to be at Trilogy Performance Sports. Tough night for the Lady Tigers out of the gate as several players picked up 2 fouls early. In fact, they closed the first half with 4 players with 2 fouls. As we're being joined by Coach Thomas, we'll let her get suited up with the headphones. Coach Thomas, thank you for joining us up here after the game. A hard-fought victory tonight, but you're 2-2 on the season.
We'll take it. It was not pretty. It was a battle. We knew it would be. It always is when we play Crittenden County. They're just well coached, and they'll beat you up a little bit, and they did. And we're just lucky to get that win tonight.
Coach, it was a rocky start out of the gate as foul trouble and cold shooting in that first quarter kind of dug you a hole down 8-1. But the Lady Tigers came together. You had a lot of good bench play tonight and able to pull back in this one and come away with a surprising 10-point win after being down 8-1.
Well, we were getting good shots from the get-go. We were just throwing it over the rim, back and forth to each other. We just needed to settle down offensively, and then we got in foul trouble early, and that got us out of our game plan. We were just out of sync from start to finish, or until about the 3-minute to go in the game mark. And then we started controlling the boards, and that's when we were able to push the lead out and get the win.
Well, that foul trouble, talk a little bit about that. There was some touchy fouls, there was some hard fouls, but I thought your bench players came in and gave you good minutes and was able to let you manage that game still. You finished the first half with 4 players with 2 fouls. Great job by J.C. Jaggers playing a lot of that second quarter with 2 fouls.
J.C.'s a smart player. She has more basketball sense than anybody else I have, so I knew I could play her. Carson and Bella, on the other hand, they play so hard and then just so erratic, which is their strength. Sometimes they get fouls when they don't mean to, so we had to sit them. But to be able to get this win with those 2 kids on the bench a majority of the game says a lot for our bench. Morgan McDaniels came in and was fantastic tonight. She has been getting better and better and better in practices, and we've been playing her more and more. And I put her in, and she didn't come back out. And, put in Paris Gray, a freshman, who hadn't been in a varsity game this year, and she came in and gave us some solid minutes, gave us some defense and rebounding. We've got lots of kids that can come off the bench and contribute. We talk about production. You have to give us something when you go in the game. And so that's been our focus from our bench, and we had several kids that were able to do that tonight.
Well, Coach, you battled back from that early deficit in foul trouble, actually took a lead into halftime. Came back out, Bella McConnell picked up an early foul, so she goes to the bench, and it's almost like deja vu all over again for your squad as foul trouble starts affecting them. But good play by, like you said, Morgan McDaniels. Lucy Goffinette gave some hard minutes tonight, all the way down to Riley Thomas coming in, giving you some good minutes. I want to fast forward all the way up to the fourth quarter. It started getting close, several lead changes. We don't chart those, but had to be at least a dozen lead changes in the contest. But talk about the difference in Carson Parker. We talked to you Saturday about the difference that she makes on the front of that zone defense you played, and how much when she came back in and played, you really started controlling that defensive end in the fourth quarter when she was in the middle of that 3-2.
Yeah, not having her in the game and Bella, they just give us so much energy on the defensive end of the floor. And, when they both came in without fear of getting fouls, we were able to control that end of the floor, and that made all the difference. And we controlled the boards as well. We struggled on the boards all night. That's what kept Crittenden in the game, I believe, is they would get offensive rebound after offensive rebound, but our best 2 rebounders were on the bench. And so you hit that 3.5-minute mark, Bella goes into the game, we clean the glass the rest of the way, and we're able to push it out to a 10-point win.
Well, a good job by the Lady Tigers tonight to come away with this one. Like I said, you're 2-2, and you've got the rest of the week to practice.
Yeah, we need it. We need it. We got to go back to the drawing board in some areas. We've got to get in shape. We've got to do we got to really focus on our conditioning in these next 3 days. And, we're going to put some more things in defensively to try to get easy baskets on the offensive end. And we're going to make some changes and hopefully regroup. This team we should be playing better than what we are. And so we're challenging these kids as individuals. And hopefully they'll come together as a team this week, and you'll see some improvements when we hit the floor again.
Coach, before you go, if you would give us an update on Peyton Young. Of course, she suffered the concussion on Friday night against Christian County. Did not play Saturday in the 6th, 7th district shootout, and then out again tonight. If you want to give us an update on her condition.
Well, Peyton's we're starting the concussion protocol tomorrow, which is a series of things that she'll have to be able to do before she's allowed to come back. It's a good time for her to be out. We've got this break coming up, and we've got Fort Campbell on Saturday, and then we've got another little small break. So we're just going to take our time and be patient with her because we need her. We've missed her. We've missed her leadership. We've missed her shooting. She gives us an extra ball handler. We've really, really missed her, and so we're not going to force it. We're not going to, we're going to be real careful with her and make sure she's ready to come back when she comes back. She wants to come back tomorrow, but that's not going to happen. She just has that competitive spirit, and it kills her to have to sit out. And unfortunately, she spent a lot of her career on the sideline. But hopefully we can get her healthy, and then we go into Class 2A next week. That's my goal for her, is to have her back then. Maybe, and we may not. You never know with concussions, how it's going to work out, or how quickly she's going to get over it. But her health is our number one concern, and basketball games don't mean so much when you're talking about the kid's health. So we're going to make sure she's healthy, and when she's ready to go, she'll be ready.
Coach, one last thing, and on a lighter note, Morgan McDaniels had a wide open shot at the end of the game, and I love Morgan. I've known Jeff and Morgan and her sister for a long time. But I saw her after she missed the shot. She was really laughing with her dad on the side of the bench. You care to say what they were joking about after that shot?
I don't know, but it's a shocker if they were laughing together because he's pretty hard on her usually. So. Well,
something he was saying was funny because she was grinning ear to ear as she walked back to the top of the key out here after missing that little short shot.
No, I missed all that. But that's a great thing about this team, is that they like each other, and they're just good kids, and they understand the big picture. And so at that point in the game was over, and you need to be able to laugh, and I'm glad they had that moment. Very sweet kid.
Well, Coach, thank you for coming up, and congratulations on the win tonight, 48-38 over Crittenden County. You're back in action on Saturday.
Saturday here. We play Fort Campbell here at 6 o'clock, varsity only.
The radio station's covering all the activities in town that day. We won't be here, but we'll be with you next week. Of course, the big 2A championships, first year of that, gets underway. We're hosting a first-round game, boys and girls, against Paducah Tillman on Thursday. Really looking forward to that.
That'll be a great opportunity to pack this gym. It's a huge game. First ever Class 2A sectional game. So come on out. Bring the children, bring the family, bring everybody you got, and support both the Lady Tigers and Tigers that night. It's a big night. We want to be able to advance in that tournament.
Oh, great basketball, band, concessions. You can't ask for any more.
That's right.
For a little extra fee.
Where else do you have to be?
That's right. Get everybody out here for that next week. Thank you, Coach Thomas, for coming up and talking to us after that win tonight. Caldwell County pulls away late in this one and gets the 48-38 win. They go to 2-2 on the season. Crittenden County drops to 2-2. John, I'll tell you what, we'll take a quick timeout of about a minute. We'll be back, and Bob will cover some of the stats before we get ready for the boys' game. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Morgan's Funeral Home. We offer special services to meet the needs of those with special needs. At Morgan's Funeral Home, we recognize knows that no two individuals are exactly alike, and no two people want exactly the same final arrangements either. We can help you make the choices that will both satisfy your wishes and meet your individual needs. Morgan's Funeral Home, serving families for over 100 years.
Back to Tiger Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Heather came up and said, Jeff, McDaniels agreed to the bank shot thing, so she wants us to run Corey still with the three-quarter and the pregame.
Okay. Okay. Well, and back to the cab as the Lady Tigers win it 48-38. Getting set to start the boys' game here in just a couple of minutes. This is, let's switch it over right now, John. This is the pregame show brought to you tonight by our friends at Goodwin Insurance. Good luck to the Tigers from Goodwin Insurance Company, your locally owned independent insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs. Contact Goodwin Insurance for a free quote today. Bob Hayes back at the booth with the headphones on. He'll give you some stats for that first game as we get set to kick off Rockets and Tigers.
I have to find my sheet here, Dennis.
Okay.
We're working in cramped spaces up here, and
yeah, we're maybe in tap for some renovations up here, so we'll see how that goes through the season.
For the Lady Tigers tonight, they outscore in a crucial fourth quarter, outscore the Lady Rockets 15-5 and win by 10, outscoring them by 10 points in the fourth quarter. For the Lady Tigers, Jada Boyd with 16 points, 8 in each half. 13 points for J.C. Jagger, 6 in the first, 7 in the second. 7 points for Morgan McDaniels on 7 critical points, 5 first half, 2 second half. 6 points for Bella McConnell. Didn't get much playing time tonight, 2 first half, 4 second half. 4 points for Maja Hollowell, all in the second half. And 2 points for Carson Parker. A very, very key performance tonight by that young lady with several rebounds. And we're just about ready here for the introduction of the players here for the nightcap. Same officiating crew will have this game that had the Lady Tiger game.
Bob, I hope this one's half as good as that first one. A nice start to the season here at home for the Lady Tigers.
I hope we get the lead early, Dennis. I don't like to sit here and have to sweat. And
I hope the cover is off that basket to that end to start the game.
Let's get that lid off. And we're ready for the introductions. The crowd is not dwindled down at all. The people who were here to see the Lady Tigers have stayed around. And Crittenden County be introduced first. And yes, we can see their numbers really well. So I think they disbanded or discarded all those other uniforms.
I hope.
Number 4 being introduced first for the Rockets, Gabe Mott. And number 5, Sawyer Towery. Gavin Dickerson coming out, number 10. And number 2, Eric O'Leary. And number 32, Hunter Boone being introduced. Those are your your Crittenden County Rockets. And now for the homestanding Caldwell County Tigers, number 2, Darius Riley coming out. Number 4, Darren Boyd being introduced. Number 5, Javarius Blaine. Number 20, John Davis coming out. Number 22, Caden Fralix. Those are your 5 starting Caldwell County Tigers. First quarter here tonight is brought to you by Cozy Living, Interiors and Boutique, located next to the bowling alley in Princeton. Beautiful furniture, baby furniture, gifts and registry, home decor, boutique clothes and accessories. Stop in and meet Jake, the store mascot, Cozy Living, everything a home should be. Both teams now approaching the jump circle for the opening tip, and to bring us the first quarter of action in tonight's game, Tiger sportscaster and my colleague Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Caldwell County looking to get in the win column tonight against the Rockets. very small lineup on the floor starting out for the Tigers. The tallest player is going to be Darren Boyd at 6'2". Caldwell County, though, controls the tip. And it's going to be John Davis for the Tigers, bringing it up against man-to-man pressure from Crittenden County. Davis drives left side, left-handed layup up and in. Good start for the Tigers, 2-0 on the first possession. Caldwell is going 2-2-1 trap to start this one. Long length of the court pass from Crittenden County, shot up by number 5, no good. Two Tigers battle for the ball, comes loose, intercepted on the pass down low by number 5, Jamarius Blaine. So Caldwell County back the other way. Blaine at the point. But Darius Riley getting the start tonight for Caldwell County. Fralix drive the 8-footer in the lane. That one's blocked. Crittenden County comes back the other way. It's Mott from the left wing. Stops and deflected. Steal comes up by Blaine. Blaine goes to the hole, up and in. A lot of contact on the play, no foul. Crittenden County back the other way. Nobody back for the Tigers as number 5 misses the bunny. That was Sawyer Towery with an almost automatic shot. Back the other way is Riley. He puts the shot up, no good. Boyd comes up with the steal, throws it back in to Fralix. Fralix tried to drive the lane, is going to bring it back out. Leaves Boyd open inside the three-point line, shot up and in. Darren Boyd with the bucket. Caldwell County 6-0 right out of the gate. Crittenden County wants the timeout. We'll see if it's a full or a 30. It's going to be a 30, so we'll keep it right here.
The start that you would want, Dennis. 6-0 run here to start the game by the Tigers, and a little pressure defense to go along with a lot of offense.
That's the start that the Lady Tigers really could have. Coach Thomas mentioned it in the post-game show. They had good shots in that first game, couldn't put them in. Caldwell County, on the other hand, able to convert, and they jump out 6-0. Bob, we'll talk a little bit about this very quick lineup starting out for Caldwell County. Most of the players under 6 feet, as you've got Blaine at 5'10", Riley at 5'11", Davis 5'11", Fralix 5'10". So only one player over 6 feet in the starting lineup.
And we're glad to see Blaine back because he went down hard the other day over at Webster County and had to be helped off the court. So he's back healthy and playing.
Back to action here after the Russo Law timeout. Crittenden County tries to work it inside. It's number 10. Ball goes out of bounds. Gavin Dickerson lost control. Caldwell County will get it. Crittenden County not exactly what they were looking for out of the timeout. Tigers looking to extend the shutout. Davis, top of the key to Boyd. Boyd, 3 from the wing, off the side of the rim, no good. Fralix trying for the rebound, chased it on the baseline, stepped on the end line. It'll be Rocket basketball. Caldwell County coming with that 1-2-2 press. Crittenden County breaks it. They'll take in the layup. That's number 4. Gabe Mott gets Crittenden County on the scoreboard at 6-2. John Davis against man-to-man pressure. Likes that left side, dumps it off to Riley. Riley looked for an opening. He's going to give it back to Blaine. Blaine takes it, jump stop, has it knocked away. Steal for Crittenden County. They'll bring it up with O'Leary down into the corner, guarded by Riley. They get it out to Dickerson. Back to O'Leary. A long 3 from the left side, off the side of the rim, no good. Jamarius Blaine with the rebound quickly the other way, pulls up, free throw line down to Davis, up and in. Davis with the bucket, 8-2, Caldwell County.
Way to execute a fast break.
Textbook by Jamarius Blaine, pulling up at the free throw line, dumping it down. Davis started his cut at the free throw line, ended up down on the block with the easy shot. Crittenden County cross-court pass right wing. They get it back to O'Leary. O'Leary down to number 32, Hunter Boone. He drives the baseline. Blocking foul is going to be called on Darius Riley.
Tigers first foul. Tigers up 8-2 here early in the game.
It's going to be Mott to take it out for Crittenden. Gets it in to O'Leary. O'Leary dribbles top of the key. They work it now down to Sawyer Towery. Back out to Boone. Mott with the corner 3. This one's good. 3-pointer by Gabe Mott. Crittenden back within 3 at 8-5. John Davis calls the play out from the point. Caldwell County going double low post. They'll pop it out to Darren Boyd. He takes the pick from Fralix, goes up in the air, gets rid of it. Over to Davis for three. Back of the rim, no good. Ball comes back down to Boyd. Boyd's going to be called for the walk. I don't think he can decide whether to dump it off to Fralix or go ahead and put the shot up. He's going to get called for the walk, and turnover gives it back to Crittenden County. Big crowd here at the Cab tonight. First home game for the Tigers. Mott dribbles top of the key. Gets it to Towery. Towery to O'Leary to the corner. It's Boone. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to Darren Boyd. Darren's going to try to take it coast to coast. Splits two people in the lane. Up and in. Darren Boyd with the bucket. Caldwell County up 10-5. Caldwell County's come out of the zone. They're going to go man-to-man. Blaine guarding the point. That's Mott. Boone in the corner. Guarded by Fralix. Try to dump it down low. Nice front there by Darius Riley. Fralix brings it up. They leave the lane open for him. Nice cut by Jamarius Blaine. Up and in. Easy bank shot by Blaine.
And a nice assist from Caden Fralix, looking for the open man and found him.
Mott brings it down into the corner to Towery. Back out to Mott. Long three. This one's up and in. Mott with the hot hand early for Crittenden County, keeping them within shouting distance.
All eight of their points.
Boyd gets the play from the sideline. Guarded by Mott. Fralix had an open three, passed it up, had his man in the air, puts it up, off the board, no good, but he'll go to the line too. Lake Markley CrossFit free throws coming up for Caden Fralix. Caden with a good ball fake, got his player in the air, drove around him into the lane.
Foul on Gavin Dickerson for Crittenden County.
And it's going to be Caden Fralix for two shots. First one up and in. 13 to 8 rather, 5-point lead for Caldwell County. It's going to be Riley out of the ball game as Smiley comes in, seeing his first action. Cole Smiley definitely adds size to the lineup. Tallest player for the Tigers at 6'4". Second shot off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to the Rockets. They get it out to Mott, down to Boone. Boone cross-court pass over to Towery, back to Mott. They dump it down low, looking for Turley. Turley back out to Mott, puts a shot up over the hands of Smiley, no good. And it's going to be Fralix with the rebound. Crittenden coming with a little bit of a press. Jamarius Riley gets by his defender, up and in. Quickness of Jamarius Riley made that one, and it's 15 to 8, Caldwell County.
Like he was shot out of a cannon, Dennis. Really quick move. Tiger student section on their feet here.
I'm liking some of the students dressed up as the referees, got their officials jersey on tonight. Crittenden County works it around top of the key. That's Towery. Towery to Boone. They'll drop it down low to Turley. Into the corner to number 12, just into the ball game, Tyler Boone. Boone tries to triple between a double team, throws it away. Boyd with the steal. Boyd comes up, misses the layup. Mott with the rebound. Now it's Crittenden County back the other way. John Davis, the only one back, shot up, and good by Crittenden County's Turley. I think Davis is going to get called for the foul. And it is John Davis, his first, team second. It's going to send Preston Turley to the line. And Turley completes the three-point play. And it's 15 to 11. 1:41 to go here in the first quarter. Gabe Mott keeping Crittenden County in it at this point. John Davis at the point. Fralix out of the ball game. Trip Branch into the lineup for his first action tonight. Branch with it, top of the key. Looking for Boyd. Boyd, three-pointer, top of the key, good. Goodwin Insurance 3 for Darren Boyd. Contact Goodwin Insurance for a free quote today. 18-11, Tigers ahead of the Rockets. Number 12, Tyler Boone gets it over to Hunter Boone. Boone works it over to Towery. Towery guarded closely. Good defensive play by Darren Boyd. Bob, that's a little of the intensity that we really didn't see anywhere near that level on Saturday against Union County.
Definitely a pleasure to watch, Dennis, that's for sure.
Excitement from the Tigers coming out here in this game with Crittenden at home. Crittenden able to get it in, although took a challenge. Number 12 went for the shot along the baseline. That's Tyler Boone. Blocked with authority, but also a foul called on the play.
I believe if we'd have stood our ground, we'd have drawn a charging foul.
Cole Smiley picks up his first foul. Boone with the shot up and in. Crittenden County hanging around 18-12. Just a tick under 43 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Boone will get his second try, toes up to the line. This one up and in. 2 free throws by the Rockets makes it 18-13. John Davis brings it into the front court. Gets it down to Smiley. Smiley with a 3 from the corner, no good. Crittenden County with the rebound, and Rockets back the other way. 3-pointer by Boone, no good. Big rebound by John Davis, goes up in traffic, comes out with it. Tries that left side of that lane, ball gets away from him, throws it back out, and Blaine able to recover back at midcourt. 10 seconds left on the clock. Caldwell County gets it over to Riley. Riley guarded out front by Mott. Clock ticking down. Riley takes it to the hole, puts a shot up, no good. And time runs out on the clock. Not really the shot I think Caldwell County wanted to end the quarter with, but it's still a good quarter for the Tigers as they lead after one, 18-13. We'll be back with second quarter action in just 30 seconds. This is Tiger basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Its Family Practice Clinic, formerly the Cash Family Practice, is extending its operating hours to better accommodate your busy schedule. They're now open from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. If you've been putting off a doctor's visit or you're overdue for a checkup, make an appointment today by calling 270-365-1225. That's 270-365-1225. Make them your choice for better quality health care right here at home.
Back to Tiger Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back to the Cab. Second quarter action coming up here. This second quarter brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, located next to the bowling alley here in Princeton. Beautiful furniture, baby furniture, gifts and registry, home decor, boutique clothes and accessories. Cozy Living, everything a home should be.
Taking a look here at the lineup.
And the second quarter, the Rockets to inbound the ball. And here for the call of the second quarter, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. 18-13 Tigers. Crittenden County with the ball. They get it over to Mott. Mott right wing wants to drive the lane, dishes it back out. 3-pointer up, no good. Rebound comes down to Darius Riley. Some pretty fancy ball handling to get through a crowd coming back up the court. Riley gets it over to Fralix. Fralix drops it off to Boyd. Boyd wants to drive the baseline, gets pushed. That's a foul all day long on number 32, Hunter Boone. Force Boyd out across the baseline. He'll pick up the foul. Only the second team foul on the Rockets. First one on Hunter Boone. Tigers will inbound underneath their own basket. Fralix to take it out. Wanted to drop it off to Boyd. It's tipped out by Mott, though. Nice defensive play by Gabe Mott. This time Boyd's going to move other side of the goal to bring it in. Gets it in to Riley. Riley out to Branch. Branch back down to Boyd. Boyd thought it was tied up trying to catch that pass. Somebody had his arm. Not called. Turnover's going to give it to the Rockets. Very young squad on the floor for the Tigers right now. Crittenden County brings it up. That's number 12, Tyler Boone, top of the key, over down to Turley. Turley wanted to feed underneath to Towery. Goes off of Darren Boyd. It'll stay Rocket basketball underneath their own bucket.
Officials are conferring, and they're going to leave it with Crittenden County on the out of bounds.
They agreed to disagree, I think, on that one, Bob. It's what they did. It's going to stay Crittenden County. Turley back over to Mott. Can't leave Mott open. You've got to get up on him. He's already made a couple of threes in this one. Big long three from out front. No good by Crittenden County, although they get the rebound underneath. That's number 10, Gavin Dickerson. Caldwell County didn't get him blocked out. He came up with the loose ball, puts it up and in. And the Rockets within 3. Boyd drives lane, shot up. Can't get the roll, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2 Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws. I like the intensity out of the Tigers out of the gate tonight, Bob, especially with this small lineup they had starting the game. Free throw up and in by Boyd. Checking in is Eric O'Leary for the Rockets, as Towery will come out. Boyd, second shot up and in. Lead back out to 5, 20-15. Caldwell County is going to stay man-to-man. Tyler Boone with the ball guarded by Branch. Branch stays with him. They work it back around to Dickerson. Dickerson takes Mott on the cut. Mott shot blocked by Cole Smiley. Gets it quickly back to Riley. Caldwell County off and running. Riley dumps it off to Fralix, but Riley is going to be called for the charge, as it was Dickerson getting his ground underneath. I like the unselfishness of him trying to drop it off to Fralix, but just like in the first game, we had a play. If that guard gets in the air that close to the bucket, unguarded, go ahead and take the shot.
Oh, exactly, because you know they're setting up down underneath the goal, and we had a wide open shot if he doesn't make contact.
Sometimes that jump stop 5-footer is your best friend. They work it underneath the Turley, blocked by Riley, gets his own rebound, puts it back up. I'm sorry, that block was by Blaine. He's able to regather and puts it back in. 2017. Boyd, step back 3. Goodwin Insurance 3-pointer from the left wing for Darren Boyd. Goodwin Insurance capable of handling all of your insurance needs. Gabe Mott against Blaine, drives baseline. Kicks it back out for a 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound to Mott. Mott looks underneath, and Cole Smiley's going to pick up the foul. Tyler Boone had an easy bucket. Smiley's going to make him earn the 2 points from the free throw line.
Cole's second foul of the game. 5th for the Tigers.
Shot up and in.
Crittenden with 4 free throws tonight, make all 4 of them so far. Tyler Boone with 3 out of 3. Shooting his 4th free throw of the night, and it's good.
Crittenden County hanging close. 5.5 minutes to go in this one. Boyd quickly the other way. He's going to get a touch foul on him.
I think he was held by number 4. Kind of hooked him as he went by. Or 40. No, they haven't put the
42.
It was on. That's the Caldwell County. It should be on number 4, yeah.
I'll start saying that we don't have a 42 for them. Number 4, his second foul. That's Gabe Mott. Davis gets it into Boyd. Crittenden County's going 2-3 zone. Boyd, long 3, top of the key, back of the rim, no good. Rebound to Davis. Davis has it stripped away by Boone. Some contact at midcourt. We'll see who this one's going to be on. I think that one's going on John Davis at midcourt as he tried to recover from that one. And it's going to be Crittenden County basketball. They bring it across the timeline. Number 10, Dickerson. They work it down underneath to Turley. Turley, left-handed shot up, no good. Gets his own rebound, goes right side. It's in, and I think they're going to give him the bucket. Foul on Fralix. That's Caden's second foul as Turley will try to pull Crittenden County within one and does. 23-22, Caldwell County. And it's going to be Davis at the point. Crittenden County's going back man-to-man. Jamarius Blaine, right wing, works it into Fralix. Fralix with a nice pass to a cutting Boyd, up and in. Great pass, Caden Fralix found the hole. Boyd ran the baseline, put the reverse up and in. Caldwell County up 25-22. Crittenden County works it around top of the key. Caldwell County man-to-man. Good anticipation on that one by Darren Boyd. Goes up for the layup, up and in. I think he had some ideas about jamming that one. Heard some steps behind him, decided just to lay it up and make sure he got the points.
And that was a wise move on his part, because when you look around and you're trying to find out where the defensive guy is, you lose your ability to leap higher.
Right. That's what he did there. He took care of business, though, put it in. And Crittenden County wanted the timeout, 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Timeouts brought to you this year by our friends at Rousseau Law, Jeff Rousseau, and folks located downtown Princeton, ready to serve all of your legal needs. So give them a contact down at Rousseau Law downtown in Princeton. 27-22, 4:25 left to go here in the first half. And Bob, somebody that we haven't given a shout out to so far this season, but the cheerleaders deserve a round of applause. They have done a great job this year. They get out and do some of these tumbles in the timeouts and at halftime in between the quarters. The length of the court, just amazing what those kids can do. They put in a lot of hard work, so our hats off to the cheerleading squad. Crittenden County with it back in play. Trip Branch in the ball game, guarding number 12, Tyler Boone. They'll work it around to Mott. Mott sees something he likes down the lane. It's going to be a reach foul. We'll see who this on might be. Did they call it on Blaine? I think it's Jamarius Blaine that gets called with foul, his first. But the 8th on the Tigers.
And is that Mott shooting?
Mott at the line. First one up, or second one up and in.
Crittenden 8 out of 8 from the free throw line.
27-24. Boyd over to Blaine. Blaine on the left wing. Looks down underneath. That's East into the ball game. East is going to be called for the travel. First action tonight for Jude East, a 6'3" forward. Junior forward.
4 turnovers for the Tigers, 5 for the Rockets. Rockets a chance to pull within 1 or tie.
Caldwell County's going to stay man-to-man. It's Blaine guarding Mott. They work it into the corner to Dickerson. Dickerson guarded by Fralix. He's got to be careful with the 2. Back out front to Boone. Boone puts a shot up, no good. Ball loose on the floor. And they're going to say Caldwell County was setting on the line. Trip Branch hustled for the ball. But at a rear end on the baseline, it's going to keep it with Crittenden County rather. They'll underneath under their own basket. Ball knocked away, good defensive play. Branch comes up with it, driving down the left side of the lane, puts a shot up and in. Trip Branch with the bucket. Caldwell County back out in front by 5 at 29-24. Caldwell County's finally found a little bit of answer from Mott for a while. The kid scored the first 8 points, kept Crittenden County in this one early. Now it's going to be a push out front. We'll see who that goes on. I didn't see a lot of
Trip Branch, but I didn't see Trip pushing.
Crittenden County in the bonus. 9 fouls on the Tigers right now. So it's going to be number 10, Gavin Dickerson, going to the line for a 1-and-1. First shot up, back of the rim, no good. Jude East with a nice position. and rebound for Caldwell County. Fralix gets it over to Branch, spots up for three, off the side of the rim, no good. East had it, gets it, goes back up, has it blocked. Ball on the ground, and it's going to be Branch hustling, trying to tie it up, but he's going to be called for another foul. Purely a hustle play. You can't fault the kid for what he did. Thought he had a shot to tie that one up. Instead, he's going to get called for going across the arm. And it will send number 2, Eric O'Leary. Two shots for O'Leary coming up. First shot up and in. Rockets can make it a one-possession ball game with 2:46 to go in the first half. Second shot rolls and goes in. Shooter's roll for O'Leary, as he will come out of the ball game, and 32 Hunter Boone comes in. Darius Riley will come back in the ball game, and Trip Branch will go out with those 2 fouls. You like to see his hustle, though. 2 minutes and 40 seconds away from getting those fouls back and being ready to go for the third quarter. Riley over to Blaine. Blaine to Boyd. Boyd, no look pass inside. They work it into East. East goes up off the baseline. No good, but he's fouled. I think it's 31 Turley. He's going to get called with that one.
Crittenden's 5th foul of the half.
2 Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws for Jude East. Misses the first one. Lake Barkley CrossFit, enhancing athletic performance locally since 2014. Second shot up, rattles around, no good. Rebound comes down to Turley. Crittenden County comes the other way, trailing this one by 3. Blaine picks up Mott at midcourt. Over to Turley. Turley dumps it down underneath to Dickerson. Shot up by Dickerson, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, no good. Boyd finally able to come down with it for Caldwell County. Boyd missed a couple of in-close ones. Caldwell quickly back to the corner. Shot 3, no good. It's going to be tapped out of bounds by Riley. Coming into the ball game, first action this season for number 1, TJ Ray, a 5'6" junior guard. Crittenden County left wide open for the 3, no good. Boyd with nice position for the rebound. He hustles it up the other end, dribbles through a couple of players, throws the ball up. No good, but he'll go to the free throw line. We'll see if they call that on the floor or shooting.
I think they're going to call it on the floor.
And it will be Caldwell County taking it out underneath their own bucket. The Tigers will be in the bonus the rest of the way. 6th foul on Crittenden County. Stay tuned at halftime for the Farless Realty halftime report. Caldwell gets it in. Boyd comes in, takes a shot. 3-pointer. Goodwin Insurance 3 is good for Darren Boyd. Boyd with the hot hand from outside tonight. Caldwell County back up by 6. Rockets work it back to the left. Pass to a cutting number 5. That's Sawyer Towery. Pass too high for him as it goes out of bounds. Turnover, Crittenden County. Boyd brings it up the court. He'll face a 2-3 zone. Caldwell works it back top of the key to Ray. Ray over to Blaine, dumps it down to Fralix. Fralix, a little short 8-footer, no good. Goes to the floor, no call on it. Ball tipped out of bounds by Crittenden County. Tigers underneath their own bucket, get it into Fralix for 3 from the corner. In and out. Fralix gets his own rebound, puts it back out to Riley. Riley drops it off Blaine drops it off to Riley. Shot no good, gets it up to Boyd. Boyd wanted to get up for the shot. He's going to be fouled on the baseline. He'll go to the line for a 1-and-1.
And Hunter Boone has picked up his second, 6 for the Rockets here in the first half.
Coming in for his first action of the night, Jabrion Spikes. So Caldwell County clearing the bench out here in the first home game.
Everybody that's dressed has played.
Right. CrossFit free throw for Darren Boyd. First one up and in, he'll get the bonus. So tell some confusion from the youth as they all darted back.
Yes.
Kind of had Darren a little bit confused in there. He'll get his second shot. 33-26, just over 51 seconds left to go in the half. This one up and in for Boyd. Caldwell County extending that lead here before halftime, back out to 8. Crittenden County works it down to Towery. Towery has it deflected, gets it back, puts it into the corner, back out to the wing to Mott. Mott guarded by Riley. Ray is on Towery. Back into the corner, shot up, no good by Crittenden County. Javion Spikes has it taken away, but the ball comes loose, and it's TJ Ray gets it for Caldwell County. The Tigers can hold for one shot. Mott's going to come out, start the count on Boyd. Boyd will have to bring it in, gets the pick from Fralix. Three-pointer by Boyd, up and in. Goodwin Insurance, three-pointer, Darren Boyd. Bob, that's about 4 tonight. Shot up at desperation at the half.
It is 4.
37-26. Caldwell County extends that lead to double digits as we close the first half. Big half for the Tigers. Stay tuned. We'll have the Farless Realty halftime report, all of the first half stats, a look ahead to the second half coming your way. So stay tuned. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
Hi, Caldwell County. I'm Allie Coleman with First Southern National Bank, and I'm ready to service your next loan. Whether you're wanting to build your first home, buy an investment property, or add square footage for your growing family, we can tailor a solution just for you. Stop by my office at 101 West Washington Street in Princeton, or give me a call at 270-365-3545 to apply today. First Southern National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, Federal Registry 409424, NMLS 1002990. This is Holly Van Hooser with the Woodall Agency in Princeton, Kentucky. Are you wanting the best options that meet your needs? If so, call our friendly and professional agents who are just a phone call away at 365-5541 or visit our website, Woodall at woodallagency.com. We will give you a free quote for your home, auto, or even your business. We will get back with you on the best options that meet your needs. Our office is located at 110 West Washington Street. Call Woodall, y'all.
Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports in Princeton. Trilogy offers a wide range of classes to help you reach your fitness and well-being goals, like yoga, gymnastics, sports training, team training, cardio, kickboxing, and weightlifting. They have family discounts, and your first class is free. So come work out in a family-friendly environment at Trilogy Performance Sports, located directly behind Cash Express in Princeton. Open 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. Be better than you used to be at Trilogy Performance Sports Princeton. Telephone 270-601-1824.
Listen, my papa doesn't hear me very well. When I tell him I love him, he can't hear me. It makes me so sad. Please, Santa, bring him some Audubon hearing aids. Love, Emma.
It's so good to hear you say you love me.
Best Christmas ever!
Call Audubon today for your free hearing test.
There's no better time than now to hear better for Christmas.
Call Audubon, 270-554-1900.
Hello, this is Gloria Smith with the Law Office of Jeff Russo. Are you buying or selling real estate? Are you planning on refinancing your existing home loan? If so, you should be aware that you have your choice in which attorney provides the legal services associated with such transactions. Our law office has over 50 years of experience in real estate law. We pride ourselves on being cost-effective and having a quick turnaround time. If you're in need of such services, call us today at 365-2763 or find us on the web at www.jeffrussolaw.com. We are located in downtown Princeton on the east side of the courthouse.
This is an advertisement.
The teams are in the locker room preparing for the second half. It's time for the Caldwell County Halftime Show on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back to the Cab at halftime. It's Caldwell County 37, Crittenden County 26. Big run there late in the second quarter for the Tigers, stretched out to a double-digit lead. This is the Farless Realty halftime report. Are you ready to buy a new home? Farless Realty can help. Are you ready to sell a home? Farless Realty can help. Let a realtor sell it for you. Don't waste precious time. Farless Realty can help any way they can. Interest rates are still reasonably low. They'll work hard to find you a home that will fit you, your family, and your budget. So contact Farless Realty today at 270-365-5058 or stop by 323 South Jefferson Street in Princeton. You can check out all of their listings on Facebook and at farlessrealty.com. And Bob, just as a personal note, it was about this time last year Farless Realty helped me get into a new home, so I know for a fact the guys do a great job down there. Give them a call today.
Absolutely. Real estate market still seems to be pretty brisk here in Princeton, and things are changing hands every day. I've had a couple of those incidences in my family the last 2 years where houses have changed. So pretty active real estate market
there. And Bob has all of the first half stats.
And Caldwell County outscoring the Rockets 18-13 in the first quarter and outscoring them 19-13 in the second quarter to take a 37-26 lead here at halftime. Big night for Darren Boyd so far. Is 4 two-point field goals, 4 three-point field goals, 4 out of 4 from the free throw line for 24 big points here in the first half. Jamarius Blaine next with 6 points on 3 two-point field goals. John Davis next with 4 points on 2 two-point field goals. 2 points for Trip Branch on a two-pointer, and 1 point for Caden Fralix on 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Jude East played but did not score. TJ Ray played but did not score. Darius Riley played but did not score, and as well as Jay Breon Spikes and Cole Smiley. For Crittenden County, they're led tonight by Gabe Mott. He with 1 two-point field goal, 2 three-point field goals, 2 out of 2 from the charity stripe for his 10 points. 8 points for Preston Turley on 3 two-point field goals, 2 out of 2 from the free throw line for 8 points. 4 points for Tyler Boone on 4 out of 4 from the free throw line, and 2 points for Gavin Dickerson on a field goal, and 2 points for Eric O'Leary, 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. Total of 26 points for Crittenden County. Crittenden County, by my call, 7 turnovers. Caldwell County with 4 turnovers. Where Crittenden is staying in the game is at the free throw line. They've hit 10 out of 11. The Tigers 5 out of 8. So Tigers with a big 11-point lead here at halftime, trying to win their first game of the season and take their record to 1-2. And Tigers with a really pretty stout defensive effort here in the first half. Crittenden 3 or 4 buckets on where the ball just happened to bounce the right way and bounce into their hands. We had it bounce off our head one time. They pick it up and lay it in. So maybe the luck will even out here in the second half a little bit, Dennis.
Bob, not only do I like how Darren Boyd's looking for his shot a little bit more tonight, maybe feel some comfort being back here at home after starting out a couple of games on the road, but you've got some supporting players that are working that ball around really well in Fralix and Jamarius Blaine having a great night, but but the defensive intensity on the other end of the court is almost matching what Boyd's doing at the offensive end.
We have played an outstanding game defensively, and nobody really in foul trouble. We have a Darius Riley with 2 fouls, Trip Branch with 2 fouls, John Davis sitting out much of the second quarter with 2 fouls, and Cole Smiley sitting out a lot of the game with 2 fouls. Crittenden County, 2 fouls each on Gabe Mott and on Hunter Boone. So nobody really in serious foul trouble here as we get ready to start the third quarter of action. Here, the third quarter, I remind you, is brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, located next to the bowling alley in Princeton. Beautiful furniture, baby furniture, gifts and registry, home decor, boutique clothes and accessories. Stop in and meet Jake, the store mascot. Cozy Living, everything a home should be.
Bob, we appreciate all of our sponsors, but to be honest, it's kind of I guess, selfish of us, but we're really like finally getting to hear the Goodwin Insurance 3 getting called out a lot tonight as Darren Boyd, 4 big threes in that first half, along with 4 two-pointers. Big 24-point performance by Darren Boyd, one of the highest-ranked players in the state of Kentucky this season, in his senior season. So and good to see that.
Exactly, and I would think from three-point range, he may be 4 out of 6. Certainly hadn't missed too many when he's fired from behind the arc tonight, and it looks like Caldwell County to inbound the basketball to start the third quarter. Tigers still in their huddle with Coach K. Band has finished their evening work.
And a great job.
And a great job by the band tonight. Band's dwindled a little bit. I think some of the ones who were here for the Lady Tigers have exited the building, but still a great crowd here. And the Tigers will inbound the ball here to start the third quarter. And for the call here in the third quarter, my colleague, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Caldwell County looking to pick up their first win of the season here tonight. And they have an 11-point lead to start the second. On the court for the Tigers, it's going to be Blaine, Davis, Fralix, Riley, and Boyd. Same starting 5 that opened the ball game.
And we're going to throw it in again. I don't think the clock started. Still hadn't started. There it goes.
And we got about 3 seconds extra bonus time tonight here in the third. Ball gets away from Boyd. It's going to go out of bounds on Crittenden County. That's Mott giving chase. Tigers will keep possession and inbound in the corner on the baseline. Get it into Fralix. Fralix thought about the 3, puts another ball fake, shot fake on his guy, drives the lane, has it blocked, but he's fouled on the play. Second time tonight, Caden Fralix has used that ball fake and got his player up in the air, able to drive the lane. We'll see if he can convert with these 2 Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws, but good moves by Caden Fralix.
Foul on Hunter Boone, his 3rd of the evening.
Shot up and in. Fralix with a pretty sweet shot, nice rotation.
This team is full of shooters. You don't mind anybody taking a shot at any time.
Second one up off the back of the rim. John Davis throws it back in off a Crittenden player, just dies after it hits his leg. Rockets pick it up. It's Mott the other way, gets it down into the corner. Block by Darren Boyd. Good recovery. Dickerson thought he had plenty of time to launch that 3. Boyd hustled from the far end, timed that one perfect in the corner and knocked that one all the way out in the concession stand area. So Crittenden County will inbound along their own baseline.
That's what you call a meaningful block.
Some authority on it. Davis gets it up the court. Fralix puts the ball fake on. This time has it blocked. Caldwell County keeps it though. As good hustle by Riley. Keeps the ball in the Tigers' hands and he gets it over to Blaine. Blaine misses the layup. Mott with the rebound. He's going to come back the other way. 1 on 3. Mott puts it up and he's going to be fouled on the play. Poor positioning by Caldwell County in the lane allowed Mott to go way too far in a 1 on 3 situation. Foul is going to be called on Riley. That's his 3rd. Mott misses the first of 2 free throws.
His first miss of the night at the line.
Second one up and in. 38-27. Cole Smiley's going to come in for Darius Riley. Boyd brings it up far side. He's got Blaine setting the pick. Riley changes course, or Boyd changes course, puts the three up, no good. This one's going to go off of Frelick's out of bounds. It'll be Rocket basketball. Let me get out from under you, my cord out from under you there, Bob, thank you. Gabe Mott brings it up for Crittenden County. Underway here in the third quarter. They work it around to Boone. Boone wants to go underneath to Dickerson, gets it to him in the free throw line, back out to Mott. Mott left-handed drive down the lane, shot up and in. It's going to count, and Mott will be able to cap this one off with a free throw. And I'm not sure, did that go on Davis?
Well, I think they did. Yeah.
Shot up, Davis with his third foul. Free throw up and good by Mott, and the lead down to 8. Davis brings it up court, gets it over to Boyd. Boyd drives baseline. Pass got away. I think he was fouled on the play. It's going to be a foul on number 12, Tyler Boone. It's going to be a full timeout. Are we on, John? Okay, we're going to take a 30-second timeout as the Tigers want a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Shorter sitcom by KFC. Like I always say, it's the inside that counts. Like what's inside my new KFC 10-piece chicken feast. It's 10 pieces of chicken, 2 large mashed potatoes, and 4 biscuits for $19.99. Get more meal for the family for under $20. That's what really matters. It's pretty incredible what chicken can teach you about life. Anyways, KFC, it's finger-licking good. At participating KFCs, prices may vary. Tax and substitutions extra.
Back to Tiger Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back to the Cab. Tigers back onto the floor. Here come the Rockets. 6 minutes, 33 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And for the call, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Caldwell County has it out of bounds underneath the basket. They'll run a stack, get it into Boyd in the corner. Boyd back out to Davis. Davis to Riley. Riley with a 12-footer up, no good. Boyd high for the rebound. Left-handed shot up off the board, up and in. And Boyd continues his big night here in the third quarter, 40-30, Caldwell County. Mott has it out front. Caldwell County in man-to-man. They get it underneath to Boone. Boone with the layup up and in. Gets around his guy. 8-point lead now for the Tigers. Nobody looking back as John Davis comes down. Nice pass from Boyd. Misses the layup. But Davis will go to the free throw line for 2 Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws.
Who was a foul on number 5?
Number 5, Davis with the shot up and good. Foul on Sawyer Towery. Davis toes up for his second shot. Up, rattles out, no good. Rebound comes down to Boone. Boone gets it up to Towery, back over to Mott. Mott drives the lane, puts an 8-footer up and in. Gabe Mott with the bucket. And Crittenden County hanging around, lead now down to 7. Tigers led at the half by 11. Caldwell works it into Cole Smiley, left-handed hook off the board. Nice bank shot in, left-handed hook by Cole Smiley.
His first 2 points of the evening.
Crittenden works it around, Tigers man-to-man. Mott with the cut, he's going to be bumped, shot up, no good. But he'll go to the line for 2. See who that's called on. That's number 5. Jamarius Blaine picks up his second. Mott's first shot up and in. Davis and Riley will come out of the game. Young duo of Branch and TJ Ray come in for the Tigers. Second shot rattles around, goes down. 43-36, Caldwell County. Boyd crossover, takes it up in the lane, jump stop, shot up, no good, but he'll go to the line. And Bob, it's looking like a parade to the free throw line on each end.
We may not get on to midnight.
Which doesn't bode well for somebody that gets up about 4. Boyd at the line. Lake Barkley CrossFit free throw, nothing but net for Darren Boyd.
I'll be thinking about you in the morning when I wake up about 7.
Second one up and in. Lead at 9 for the Tigers. 5:16 left to go here in the third quarter. Mott trying to go over to Sawyer Towery. Towery went one way, the ball the other. Turnover Crittenden County. Darren Boyd guarded by Boone. 12-footer up and in. Kind of the breakout game of the early season tonight for Darren Boyd. Crittenden County wants a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here, John. Timeouts this season are brought to you by Russo Law. Contact Jeff Russo Law for all of your legal needs. They are located in downtown Princeton. Bob, it looks like Boyd will easily crack 30 tonight, maybe even hit that 40-point mark, maybe at 30 already.
He does have 30 already. He's got 4. He's got 12 here in the second half. He's got 36.
So 40 well in the radar tonight, and may need it as Crittenden County's hanging around here. The lead's back up to 11, but Crittenden had cut it down to 7 in this quarter. So the Rockets not going away yet by any means. Caldwell looking to pick up their first win after a couple of tough losses. Last one coming against Union County, and then of course that exciting game about a week ago to open the season at Lyon County. Probably the most packed I've seen that gym in a while, even though it was Caldwell Lyon County. It's always a good crowd, but big atmosphere there a week ago to open it up. And a good atmosphere here. We've got a good crowd here tonight in the cab as the girls opened up with a 10-point win over the Lady Rockets. Ball back in play. Gabe Mott has it left wing, guarded by T.J. Ray. Mott drives the lane, kicks it to the corner, shot up, rattles around, no good. Rebound to Cole Smiley. That was O'Leary with the shot, no good for the Rockets. Boyd comes back the other way. Branch open for 3 from the corner, side of the backboard, no good. Boyd gets the rebound, goes back up, no good. Smiley with the rebound. And a no-look bullet from Darren Boyd. Goes to nobody in particular and goes out of bounds.
Goes to the back wall.
Started to say a cheerleader or somebody. It was somewhere over in that corner. But that would have stung whoever did try to reach out to catch that one. Crittenden County back the other way as we near the midway point of the third quarter. It's Dickerson being guarded by Fralix. Get it over to Towery, back to Dickerson. Dickerson trying to back Fralix in, dumps it over to Mott. Mott shot up, no good. Rebound to Boyd. Boyd quickly the other way. Had Branch open underneath, decides to take it himself. Floating left-handed shot up and in. And it's 49-36. Caldwell survived a mini run by Crittenden County early in the quarter. They've stretched this one out to 13. Crittenden's O'Leary fakes the 3, gets it to the corner. It's Towery for 3, rattles out. Turley with the rebound, and it's going to be Smiley called for the foul. So far, a game defensively, I think Cole Smiley will just soon forget about up to this point. Third foul on Smiley. And Crittenden will inbound it to Turley. Turley back to Mott. Mott almost throws the ball away. Nice save by Towery. They get it over to Dickerson. Dickerson triple team back to Mott. Mott shoots a bullet down the lane looking for Turley. Well off the mark. Turnover gives it back to the Tigers. And Crittenden County starting to feel this one slip away. Caldwell County could really get the momentum big time right here, leading 13. Boyd over to Branch. Branch back out to Ray. Back to Branch on the wing. Dumps it into Smiley. Smiley's going to get to, I thought, no, not going to the free throw line, but Turley is going to pick up the foul, or take it back, excuse me, Dickerson picks up the foul.
5 against Crittenden County here in the third quarter.
They'll get it into East. East checked into the ball game at the last opportunity, gets it back out to Boyd. Boyd works against Mott. Over to Ray. Ray thought about the three. He's going to pull it back. Gets it back over to Boyd. Boyd to the corner for Smiley. Sets up for a three. Overshoots it. Turley with the rebound for Crittenden County. And the Rockets quickly back the other way. Turley out to Mott. Mott spots up for the three off the front of the rim. No good. Ball kicked around. Rebound comes down to Gabe East.
Jude East.
Oh, Jude East.
Looked like an interception over there.
Told you I don't have the football completely out of my system yet. Hopefully by the Hoops Classic we'll be set to go. Boyd shot up. Boyd with the hot hand tonight. Hits from 12 feet out.
And now he has, I was incorrect a while ago, he has 34 points right now.
So 40 on the radar for Darren Boyd. May have to get the stat book out and put the stat crew to work here in a little bit. It's going to be a travel on Crittenden County. Turnover gives it back to the Tigers with 1:50 to go in the third quarter.
Crittenden County's 4th turnover here in the third quarter.
Is it Braxton Winders or Winners?
I think it's Winders.
Winders. Winders in the ball game along with number 12, Tyler Boone. Fralick's in the ball game. He's going to give Boyd a rest. Jamarius Blaine just outside the three-point line. He'll dribble back, top of the key, guarded by Mott. Pass picked off by Boone. Boone goes up for the layup, and Blaine is going to complicate the turnover with a foul.
A lazy pass, and that's what lazy passes will do.
Yeah, one-hand pass, and Boone read that one the whole way. Boone goes to the line for first of two, up and in.
Crittenden County continuing to shoot well from the free throw line. 5 out of 6 in this half, make it 6 out of 7.
They get the friendly roll, 51-38. The Tigers lead this one by 13. Blaine wants to drive, picked off. Crittenden County's gone to the 2-3 zone. They work it in to Jude East. Ball gets through his hands. Turnover, Caldwell County. Back to Mott. Mott pulls up from 12. Ball bounces up, no good. Rebound comes down to Winders. Winders left-handed shot up off the board and good. The Rockets back within 11 with just over a minute to go here in the third quarter. Blaine nowhere to go, walks into a double team. It's a turnover as Mott comes up and takes that one. They get it up to Boone. Boone loses the handle. Fralick's able to come up to steal, and he'll take it the other way. We're going to take a full timeout here and settle this bunch down probably on both ends. Coach K has seen all he needs to see. Timeout, Caldwell County. 50 seconds left in the third. It's the Tigers 51, the Rockets 40. Back in 30 seconds, this is Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
At Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Pepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back to Tiger Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back to the Cab. We're down to 50.7 seconds. Darian Boyd back in the game to kind of settle things down a little bit. Crittenden County trying to claw their way back into this game. Trail now 11 points. The Tigers to inbound it at side midcourt. For the call for the final 50 seconds of the third quarter, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Caldwell County puts it in play. We'll see what they do out of the timeout. Blaine, top of the key, gets it over to Ray. Ray gets out of the double team, gets it to Fralix along the baseline. Little layup along the baseline, up and in. Caden Fralix. Caldwell stretches that lead back to 13 as Crittenden County comes down with half a minute to go in the third quarter. Mott over to Boone, down in the corner to Dickerson. Back out to Boone. Boone drives the lane, has it taken away by Caden Fralix. Caldwell County's going to hold it up, or Coach K wanted them to hold it up. They do not. They take it to the rim. Ball still loose underneath, tied up. Possession arrow is going to give it to the Rockets. Coach K was trying to get his players' attention, Bob, after that play coming down. And Caldwell County not able to see him. They forced the ball on in. Coach K wanted to take the last shot of the quarter. Instead, Crittenden County comes down with 8 seconds left. Mott looks to drive, kicks it back out to Boone for 3. Back of the rim, no good. Ball comes down to Dickerson. Launches, no good. And after 3 quarters of play, it's Caldwell County extending their lead. Tigers 53, Rockets 40. Back with fourth quarter action in 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
2019 Silverado from Chevrolet with the steely-eyed front end that will surely grab your attention. Space, comfort, and convenience all found in its accommodating interior with built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi makes communicating simple. The new Silverado is mostly steel, unlike Ford. What with aluminum for better fuel mileage, the Silverado gets you 22 mpg on highway and a stronger truck. The all-new Chevrolet Silverado will still be the most dependable, longest-lasting truck you will ever own. Tri-Suez Incorporated, Highway 91, Princeton.
Back to Tiger Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back here to the Cab building. 3 quarters to play in the books. Caldwell County outscoring the Rockets in that third quarter 16-14. Fourth quarter is being brought to you by Cozy Living. Interiors and Boutique, located next to the bowling alley in Princeton. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. Tigers to inbound the ball, and for the call here in the fourth quarter, Dennis Stevens.
Bob, Caldwell County 8 minutes away from their first win of the season as Boyd has it, double team, top of the key, gets it over to Blaine. Blaine left wing down baseline to Fralix, back out front to John Davis, 14-footer up and in from the elbow. And the Tigers tie their biggest lead of the night at 15. Caldwell County stays man-to-man. They want to lob it into Turley. Turley gets it up and in. Turley with a distinct size advantage on this lineup underneath.
Probably a 6'4" kid, or maybe even 6'5", as big as he looks on the court.
Davis drove the lane, lost control, scoops it back out to Boyd. Boyd from the corner, no good. Battle underneath, it's Turley with the rebound. He brings it out himself. Caldwell County is going to see a good job by Caden Fralix. You can see that one developing the whole way. Caden went down, got position right inside the right block. Turley tried to take it up over Fralix, and there's at least a 6'8" inch height advantage for Turley on that one. He could have pulled up on. Instead, it charges over Fralix, and the turnover back to the Tigers. Darren Boyd dumps it down to Fralix. Good pass on a cutting Jamarius Blaine. Tip in on the miss by Darren Boyd. Boyd still flirting with that 40-point mark as Mott brings it across for Crittenden County against man-to-man pressure. Into the right wing to Hunter, guarded by Branch. Cross-court pass to number 14, Winders. Shot no good. Turley with the rebound, up and in. Turley kind of having his way here in the fourth quarter underneath for the Rockets. Lead at 13. Tigers to Branch, left corner, 3. It's good. A Goodwin Insurance 3-pointer, and I think Branch is going to go to the line, a chance to make that 4-point play. How many do you have Darren with right now?
Darren has 36 right now.
Great job by Branch. Wide open in the corner, buries it. Took the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. Lake Barkley CrossFit free throw for Trip Branch.
And Tripp's free throw is
up
good.
and in. 4-point play by Trip Branch. Biggest lead of the night now, Caldwell County 61-44. Caldwell County slowly pulled away in this one after a very tight first quarter. Mott, top of the key, drives the lane, puts a scoop shot up and in. Gabe Mott, the kid that kind of kept Crittenden County in it in the first quarter, has been quieted for a large part since, but able to scoop that one in. Davis over to Boyd. Boyd drives the lane, kicks it back out to Fralix for 3. Good. Goodwin Insurance three-pointer. Caden Fralix, left corner.
Trip Branch and Caden Fralix raining threes here.
Caldwell County extending their lead out now, 64-46 over the Rockets. They dump it down inside to Turley. Turley guarded by Boyd, puts a shot up, no good. Boyd skies for the rebound behind the back, gets it down the lane. 2 Tigers there. They kick it back out to Boyd. Boyd's 3, no good. And I think this one may be called on either Branch or Davis over the back.
Couldn't
really pick up.
I couldn't see 10 or 20. Well, we got 31.
No, that's quickly took that one down. We'll update that here in a second as Crittenden County brings it back down the court. Foul was on Trip Branch, his 3rd. Turley on a nice cut down the lane, up and in. He has been about the lone bright spot for Crittenden County here in the 4th quarter. Davis tried to drive baseline, cut off, gets it out to Boyd. Boyd, one-handed shot up and in the lane. Darren Boyd having a career night.
Now at 38 points.
Crittenden County's pass way in front of Turley, out of bounds across the end line. Ball goes back to Caldwell County with 4:33 to go. And the Tigers up by 18. It's Mott on Boyd. Boyd, long 2, no good. Rebound comes down to, that was Riley with the rebound.
And Blaine picked it up, and it was inbounds, and Tigers have called a timeout here, 30-second timeout.
So 30-second timeout, we'll keep it right here as Darren Boyd having a great night in his first home game of his senior season. Knocking on the door of 40 as Caldwell County has extended an 11-point halftime lead out to 18 at 66-48. And Bob, on the other hand of that, the offense has looked good going through him. The players have had their shots tonight. Fralix with a nice shooting. Also Branch having a good night from the floor, but defensively, to hold the Rockets at this point to 48 points has been a good night also.
Exactly, only 22 points for the Rockets here in the second half. Teams back on to the floor to inbound. It will be John Davis, and for the call, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Out of that Russo Law timeout, Caldwell County will have Davis inbound. They get it all the way out front to Blaine. Blaine kicks it over to Riley. Riley, crossover move, scoop shot up, off the front of the rim, no good. But Darius Riley will go to the free throw line for 2 Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws. Enhancing athletic performance locally since 2014. That's Lake Barkley CrossFit. 4:09 to go in the ball game. First shot up and in for Riley. He can give Caldwell County an even 20-point lead with this one. Shot up and in.
Nothing but net on both those free throws. The first 2 points of the evening for Darius.
Crittenden County back the other way. Dickerson over to Turley. Turley tries to drive, knocked away by Davis. Picks it up, gives it to Blaine. Blaine goes up, layup, good. Jamarius Blaine.
John Davis making that play happen with a steal out at midcourt.
70-48 is Caldwell County pouring it on here late against the Rockets. And another steal by Davis. Going to take this one up, lay it in. John Davis with the steal and the bucket. And Crittenden County's coach wants to take a timeout, try to settle the run. And I'm not sure, did they signal full?
It is a
full
full
timeout. We'll take a timeout. 72-48 Tigers. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Impersonating Pennywise Electric. There have been multiple reports recently of scammers showing up in person to people's homes or calling them on the phone, claiming to be a representative from Pennywise Electric. If you encounter someone questioning your account and asking for immediate payment, please hang up and contact Pennywise Electric right away. Never give out any personal information or account numbers. Pennywise Electric never collects money at your home or in the field. Your friends at Pennywise Electric want your holiday season to be warm, happy, and safe.
Back to Tiger Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back to the cap. Both teams onto the floor. 3 minutes, 29 seconds to go. Caldwell County beginning now to substitute T.J. Ray into the game. Cole Smiley back in. Rockets to inbound it, bring it the length of the court, and for the call here is Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Caldwell County has this one in hand, 72-48. About the only drama left in this one is to see if Darren Boyd can pick up his 40th point of the night. Be nice to maybe save some of this offensive output for Thursday night, where they'll face a very tough Webster County team. Shot up by Crittenden County's Turley, no good. Boyd with the rebound. Boyd loses it down the lane. Crittenden County picks it up. It's Mott the other way. Just shoved Ray out of the way. Goes up and puts it in. And granted, Ray doesn't take a lot to shove as the guy's not packing a lot of pounds on him, but still it was a clear shove. Referee's just ready to get this one over too, I think. Shot up by Riley, no good. Rebound comes down to Dickerson. Mott the other way. Gets it over to O'Leary. O'Leary back to Mott in the corner. Mott drives the lane, gets it up to Towery. Towery with the three, no good. Gets his own rebound on the baseline, down low to Turley. Turley shoots, no good. I think Smiley's going to get called with the foul on that one and send Turley to the free throw line with 2:19 left to go in the ball game.
Cole picking up his fourth foul of the evening. Turley's first free throw is good.
And Caldwell County clearing the bench out now. Jabrion Spikes in for Boyd. Fralix is going to come out also, as Jude East will come into the ball game. Turley shot up and in.
So Darian will not get to 40 tonight.
He will not get to 40.
With 38.
I think he knew how many he needed. He was trying to talk Coach Cash into leaving him in just to get the points. Ray with a nice move, pulls up, has it blocked from behind. Good look by T.J. Ray. They get it inbounds to Ray, whips it out to Spikes. Spikes is going to pull it out under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Stay tuned for the Trilogy Performance Sports postgame show coming your way at the end of this one. Caldwell County works it to East, back out to Riley, over to Spikes for three, off the board, bank shot three, Jabrion Spikes, Goodwin Insurance, three-pointer.
Only a freshman too, Dennis.
Yeah, we won't ask if he called the bank, but it was off the board from the key. And Mott thought about the long three, instead works it into Turley. Turley underneath to number 23, Carlson. Shot up by Towery on the pass back outside. Sawyer Towery with the three. And Caldwell County about a minute 12 away from their first victory. Ray wanted to get it into East. Instead, going to bring it back out to Smiley. Smiley has it top of the key, has it knocked away. And it's going to be over and back. I guess Turley hit Smiley's arm and pushed the ball out over towards the midcourt line. East tried to save it. 20-point lead for the Tigers. Just under 58 seconds to play. Crittenden County has it knocked away on the left wing. It's Ray. Nice pass over to Spikes. Spikes left-handed layup. Good. 5 points for Jabrion Spikes in the rout. 77-55, Caldwell County. Mott drives down the lane. Left-handed shot up and in. Spikes takes it back out to Riley. We'll see if Caldwell County can just dribble this out, but Crittenden County gets the word from their coach. They're going to drop back on it. And Caldwell County will be able to dribble this one out. We're going to end it right here at 77-57. Caldwell County goes to 1-2 on the season. And they'll face a tough test on Thursday night as the Webster County Trojans will come to town. Final here from the cab. It's Caldwell County 77, Crittenden County 57. We'll be back for the Trilogy Performance Force post-game show coming your way in a few minutes, along with the stats from the boys' game tonight, so stay tuned for that. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
What does your morning sound like?
Itsy bitsy spider, rock-a-bye baby.
She's finally asleep.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. Can I get a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, please?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
At Morgan's Funeral Home, we offer special services to meet the needs of those with special needs. At Morgan's Funeral Home, we recognize that no two individuals are exactly alike, and no two people want exactly the same final arrangements either. We can help you make the choices that will both satisfy your wishes and meet your individual needs. Morgan's Funeral Home, serving families for over 100 years.
The Caldwell Medical Associates Family Practice Clinic, formerly the Cash Family Practice, is extending its operating hours to better accommodate your busy schedule. They're now open from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. If you've been putting off a doctor's visit or you're overdue for a checkup, make an appointment today by calling 270-365-1225. That's 270-365-1225. Make them your choice for better quality health care right here at home.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
This is Holly Van Hooser with the Woodall Agency in Princeton, Kentucky. Are you wanting the best options that meet your needs? If so, call our friendly and professional agents who are just a phone call away at 365-5541 or visit our website, woodallagency.com. We will give you a free quote for your home, auto, or even your business. We will get back with you on the best options that meet your needs. Our office is located at 110 West Washington Street. Call Woodall, y'all.
Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports in Princeton. Trilogy offers a wide range of classes to help you reach your fitness and well-being goals, like yoga, gymnastics, sports training, team training, cardio, kickboxing, and weightlifting. They have family discounts, and your first class is free. So come work out in a family-friendly environment at Trilogy Performance Sports, located directly behind Cash Express in Princeton. Open 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. Be better than you used to be at Trilogy Performance Sports Princeton. Telephone 270-601-1824.
You can always expect great things at Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Pepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing
Hello,
lender.
this is Gloria Smith with the law office of Jeff Russo. Are you buying or selling real estate? Are you planning on refinancing your existing home loan? If so, you should be aware that you have your choice in which attorney provides the legal services associated with such transactions. Our law office has over 50 years of experience in real estate law. We pride ourselves on being cost-effective and having a quick turnaround time. If you're in need of such services, call us today at 365-2763 or find us on the web at www.jeffrussolaw.com. We are located in downtown Princeton on the east side of the courthouse.
This is an advertisement.
Serving Caldwell County since 1950. We're 1580, 103.3 WPKY Princeton. The scorebook is closed on this game. It's time for the Caldwell County postgame show on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKY.
And welcome back to the Cab Building. Caldwell County prevailing tonight over Crittenden County 77-57. I'm joined now by Coach K. Coach K, great to get that first win.
It was good. I'll just say that.
And we noticed all the way throughout the game that we thought our defensive intensity picked us up on offense. We were, and the only one of the reasons Crittenden County stayed in the game, they were 18 out of 20 from the free throw line. So you take that away or you take that down to 50%, we really have more point lead on them. But again, a great win for the kids.
Great win, and we talked about that before the game. And to be honest, I challenged our guys, and I'm not taking any of the credit because they're the ones that went out and performed. But I tell you, we watched a lot of film, or I watched a lot of film over the last few days, and just watched other teams. Really didn't watch a whole lot of us, but I watched the other teams and how hard they worked on the defensive end of the floor. And then when I watched a little bit of our film, I noticed that we weren't working that hard. And I told the guys that, and I hope it put a little chip on their shoulder because I thought our effort from start to finish on the defensive end was much better than we've seen in the first two games, and I think that was the difference in the game tonight.
Well, and obviously our defensive play, and then Darren getting untracked on the offensive end where they really seemed to have no answer for him, able to get a shot just about any time he wanted, finishing with 38 points tonight. And again, I thought, I don't know what our shooting percentages are, but I thought we shot over 50% from the floor.
We did. We shot the ball very, very well, and our shot selection was much better. Instead of going, and I told the guys that we can shoot the basketball from behind the arc, but we did a very good job of attacking the rim. And in addition to that 38, what I like most about, the 38's nice, I ain't gonna lie to you, but having the 8, the 6, the 9, the 7, the 5 to go along with that, those are points that we need to get every single night.
Well, exactly. I mean, Darren has a really, really outstanding complementary group of players, and players can shoot the ball and can make the pass and make the assist and finish inside. All of them are capable of finishing inside.
Absolutely, and we attacked, but on the other end of the floor, and something I told them at halftime, and we did there were spurts that it wasn't as great as what it should have been, but our post defense from the very start I thought was very, very good tonight. We had 3 guys that come into my mind, 4 guys. You had Cole, Jude, Caden, and Darius. Those 4 guys laid on Crittenden County's a big team, and that was one of the things I knew we had to do well tonight is rebound the basketball and kind of control or just compete inside. And those 4 guys ate up a lot of minutes inside on the post and did a very good job of just trying to lock down their post players inside. They got some guys that can play in there.
Well, and they did. I'm not sure how tall the Turley kid is, but he not only got the ball in great position to finish, he was able to finish. And we have him here for 8 points each half, or 16, and we have Gabe Mott, who we couldn't seem to stay in front of. He finishes with 24 points. So those 2 kids for Crittenden accounted for 40 points. But again, we had to have this win tonight in order for us to get ready for Webster County, a pretty tough opponent this coming Thursday here at the Cab.
Absolutely. Coach Newton does a great job with that program over there, and they're playing tonight, I think, Apollo. But we're going to have a good day of practice tomorrow. And we talked about just raising our standard of play and what we expect of ourselves. Because I think that, coming into the season, we knew that we had a lot of guys coming back and a couple new guys to add to the mix. But I think hopefully the last couple of days, we've challenged ourselves to play harder. We've challenged ourselves to compete at a higher level because we're capable of that.
Well, and the other thing, as you mentioned, all our kids got in the game tonight. All of them but 2 scored. But that bodes well for the more kids we can play, the more we can rest some of our starters. And coming in late in the game, Javion spikes with a 3-pointer and then a final 2-point to round out the scoring for the night. So again, Darian's not the only offensive threat we've got.
No, he's not. And, you mentioned everybody scored but a couple of guys. Just looking at the stat sheet there, TJ came in at a point when Mott was getting in the paint almost at will. He came in and played some defense and really kind of shut him down for just a few possessions. And then we were able to get control back of the game. And then Jude, I don't know how many rebounds he had, but I thought he got his hand on so many balls tonight. And he just played very, very physical inside. So those guys, maybe not points-wise, but we've talked about this all the time. There's a lot more ways to contribute than just on the points.
Absolutely. Assists. I like people with like 5, 6, 7 rebounds, 5, 6 assists. When they have the assist, somebody else has gotten the point.
Absolutely.
And that's all that counts, is what you have at the end of the game is more than the other team will have at the end of the game. So, but again, I mean, there's some things I think we can point to. We had maybe a couple lapses tonight that we just didn't seem to be focused. We got over that in a hurry, thank goodness. And we were able to find easy baskets when we wanted them. And as I say, Darian really working well out front. His 4 3-pointers in the first half was huge to get us out to that 11-point lead at halftime. And then I don't know whether we wore them down in the second half, but they didn't seem to sub a whole lot. But still, with their 2 players finishing with 40 points, we never did go into a zone tonight. It was always the man-to-man and at a shifting man-to-man, and that's the type of defense more than likely we'll play all year. Daniel?
We're going to mix in some other stuff, but I'm a firm believer in you got to be able to guard guys man-to-man. And if our posts will defend like that and our guards will work like that, I like our chances. But, another thing about this game was this was a lot closer than a 20-point game. It was a 10-point there early in the fourth quarter, and it seemed like we were able to keep it there. Every time we would, go up 10, 12, 14, they would come back and make a 3 or get an and one or make a couple easy baskets and get it back to 10. But our guys were resilient, and the fact that they kept taking the blows and then giving one right back, and eventually we were able to extend the lead a little bit in the fourth quarter there late.
And a key basket coming in that fourth quarter was Caden Frelich's 3 from the corner and Trip Branch's 3 from the corner, in which he drew a foul and was able to convert the 4-point play. So you just can't leave any one of our kids open with an open shot. I'm sure they've been given the green light to take it. Like you say, we're not going to make a living out behind the arc, but we're not afraid to shoot the ball from behind the arc either. And you're right, Jude battling inside, probably had a couple things not go his way. I thought he got maybe fouled a couple times where it wasn't called, but that's the nature of the game. Sometimes you pick up a touch foul, but you can't get a clobber when you're attacked inside down on the floor. But again, the kids really feeling well in the locker room after the game.
Absolutely. The morale was good, and it should be. We played well, and I told them, I've said this, from the start. There's right now, at this point, we dressed 10 guys on the varsity roster, and all 10 guys contributed in some way tonight. And you never know. You can't foresee the future. You can't foresee what's going to happen in any game, in any circumstance. And so everybody's got to be ready to go at any given time. It could be a 2-point game or it could be a 20-point game when these guys go in the game. And so our mindset's got to be the same. I'm going to go in, I'm going to contribute, I'm going to do the dirty work that nobody else wants to do. And if we have that mindset from top to bottom, I like our chances against anybody.
Well, I know as you mentioned, when we started the game, we had that defensive intensity, and I think our guards really got after Crittenden early on and really got into their space, if you will, and really, I think, really affected their offense to some degree, and we didn't relent on that. They didn't get many easy buckets, at least off breaks and steals and stuff like that. So we did what we had to do. We were not too bad at the free throw line tonight, 12 out of 17, which that's better than 11 out of 17.
You're right. You're right.
But Crittenden stays in the game at the free throw line, and they get some inside work at times. So, you're right. Webster will bring a different kind of team in here Thursday night. I'm not sure what their record is right now in the opening part of the season, but it's good to play on our home floor.
Yeah, well, nobody's beat them yet, unless Apollo. I don't know what happened in that game tonight, but they're always a fundamentally sound team. They're always a tough basketball team, and they're going to be big, just like Crittenden County was. So we're going to have to make sure we come with that same defensive intensity, that same toughness inside, and really battle on the defensive end. So
I know last year we played them close over there, as I remember, and maybe played them. Did we win over here? I know it's a slugfest every time we meet. Nobody runs off with the big win or anything like that. I think we had a chance to win over there last year, but didn't get it done, and not sure what we did here when they came back to the gym. But any final thoughts, Coach K, before we end this?
Proud of the guys, proud of their effort from the start, and just hopefully we can continue this rolling. And thank you guys. I know it's getting late. You guys put in a lot of hours and don't get the credit you deserve. So thank you all for what you guys do.
But I can sleep late in the morning.
Well, okay. I understand that.
I'm the only one that can do that.
Okay,
the rest of you guys have to get up and go hit the button, all that. But congratulations on the victory, our first victory tonight of the season. And we'll be back here in action this coming Thursday night when the Tigers take on the Trojans from Webster County. For Coach K, thank you for your visit here, and we'll look forward to talking to you on Thursday.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, sir. Looking at the stats here for the Tigers could get 38 points out of Darren Boyd tonight, 24 in the first half, 14 in the second half. We get 9 points for John Davis. He had 4 in the first half, 5 in the second half. 8 points for Jamarius Blaine, 6 in the first half, 2 in the second half. 7 points for Caden Fralix, 1 in the first half, 6 in the second half. 6 points for Trip Branch, 2 in the first half, 4 in the second half. His 4 coming on the made 3, and then the and 1 for his 6 points. 5 points for Javion Spikes coming late on a 3-pointer at a 2-pointer. 2 points for Cole Smiley, that coming in the second half, and 2 points for Darius Riley. Playing tonight, but not scoring, Jude East and TJ Ray, all players getting into the game for the Tigers. For Crittenden County, Gabe Mott finishing with 24 points. Preston Turley, 16 points, and it drops down to 8 points for Tyler Boone, 3 points for Sawyer Towery, 2 points each for Eric O'Leary, Gavin Dickerson, and Braxton Winders. Total of 57 points for the Crittenden County Rockets. As I mentioned to Coach K in the interview, Dennis, Crittenden County keeping themselves in the game at the free throw line, hitting 18 out of 20.
Yeah,
so,
they had a good night at the line, but just too much Darren Boyd tonight.
Yes, exactly. So Tigers with their first win of the season, their record now goes to 1-2. And again, we're up here Thursday night at the Cab. It's a JV varsity ball game that will be on the air in the vicinity of 7:15 for Thursday night's broadcast. So I'll let you take it from there, Dennis.
Well, Bob, just a good night for the Tigers. I think defensively they played a great game tonight. Offensively, everybody on the bench got into the game. Only 2 did not score tonight, so you had a lot of players in the scoring column. Big night for Darren Boyd. So good to get off that, get that first win under your belt, get off the schneid. Look forward to a very tough Webster County team who's going to come in here very physical with some shooters.
Always tough.
So it's going to be a tough game on Thursday night. We're looking forward to that. Part of our 35-game regular season on WPKY. We'll tack on another one on Thursday night on the air at 7:15 for that one. It's the Tigers and the Trojans. So, Bob, that's all I have to add to it.
And that will finish. And that will finish our work for the week. And we'll give you Thursday when we're with you Thursday what we'll be doing the following week. But after Thursday, we get the weekend off.
Yeah, I don't think we're back on the air until the following Thursday when we start the big Kentucky 2A first-round championships. they've moved the girls' game to Thursday night also of that week. So you've got a boy-girl doubleheader against Tillman on Thursday night, and then I think the girls are at home against UHA on that Friday. So 3 more games
in the
next
following
week.
yeah,
1 boy, 2 girls
and
next
we
week.
will definitely confirm that. But I know that the teams that are playing in this 2A Classic are all playing on the home floor, both girls and boys. So we'll have that action here live at the Cab, and University Heights coming in the next night. But we'll confirm all that with you on Thursday.
And then we're off till the West Kentucky Hoops Classic coming here to Caldwell County Gym. 12 games in 2 days. Caldwell County part of 5 of those games. We're going to have all 5 of those on WPKY 1580 103.3. So it's going to be a fun December. If you want a basketball fix right after Christmas, you're stuffed with all that Christmas food, you're not taking down decorations, come and spend Thursday and Friday here at the Cab. I don't know what it is to get in. It's not much, $10, $15 somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's not much money.
To see 12 games and some Division I talent coming in here to the Cab, it's going to be a fun 2 days.
Exactly, and again, we're just happy to leave out here tonight with a doubleheader sweep over the Crittenden County Lady Rockets and Rockets. What more could you want?
No, just a fun night here at the Cab, and we've enjoyed it. Again, Caldwell County wins both games tonight. The girls take the first. The boys get in the win column in the nightcap. So that's going to do it for us here from the Cab tonight. For Bob Hayes and John Miller, I'm Dennis Stevens. Hope you'll join us again on Thursday night at 7:15 for Tigers and Trojans here from the Cab. Until then, we'll talk to you later. Good night, everybody.
You can't hear me. It makes me so sad. Please